Okay, are we gonna do like an intro, or are we just gonna start recording and just start talking?
Just gonna start going. I mean,
Okay, then go. Then go, right? Then go. Then go.
Just, hey, tell me to go and I'll just fucking go, dude.
Go.
Okay, so welcome to the program. Welcome to our first event of 2/3 of our 1-year anniversary extravaganza. This today, as I said earlier, we are going to be talking to any patron basically who wants to chat. Basically how this is going to go. There's a Discord room called Call-In Waiting Room. If you're a patron, you will be allowed to enter there. And then you're just going to fucking sit there and we're going to drag people one at a time. We have a few questions for each person, and then each person can ask us one question live as fuck. Similar to the Q&As we normally do, except you'll actually be able to, you know, say it live, obviously. We would ask that you do not get our Twitch channels banned. Now, I know pretty much none of you are at risk here, except perhaps GiftCurse. So GiftCurse might still be sleeping, so that would not be a problem. But no, you know, you guys don't say these things anyway, of course, but no fucking racial epithets, homophobic slurs, all the shit that you could get banned for. You know, don't say or certainly not.
Certainly
we'll be good.
not. Certainly not that
Okay?
one. Yeah.
So, so are we ready to get started, Tanner?
Yeah, and for you guys listening, if you hear my alert sound going off constantly, that's fine. You know, deal with it. Sorry, should have been here live. We've gotten a number.
Sounds off, but yeah.
Well, I can't. We talked about this with this overlay. You can't turn the sounds off. All I can do is hide the alert box. Okay, well,
Yeah,
you told me
it's
before
fine.
it didn't work. And okay.
Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hello, Pritch, testing. Can you hear us? Young man.
Of course. What's
Okay,
going on?
and we can hear you. How's life, dude?
Life's horrible.
Life's horrible.
Well, rip.
You
Yep.
sound hungover. Did you sleep last night?
About 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
Yep.
That's not great.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. So, all right, Pritch, welcome. First question. Tanner and I, of course, know who you are, and we know who all of our patrons are. But for the listeners, who are you? To whom are we speaking right now?
You're talking to Pritch, Dropshot's #1 Aussie,
Okay.
self-titled.
Fantastic. Okay. How long have you been listening to the program, Pritch?
9 months next Saturday.
Yeah, that's a long time. What episode number was that? Do you know?
I don't know, 20-something.
20-something, yeah. Damn. How'd you find us?
I googled Call of Duty podcasts when the whole COVID thing happened because I was at home doing nothing for a little bit.
Okay. Very cool. When did you hate us on the first episode listen? Did you like us? Were you ambivalent? How long until you, of course, got scammed into joining the Discord and here we are today? What was that like?
Well, I did hate you both.
Okay.
You
that's
still
fantastic.
do.
And I listened through maybe 10 minutes of the first episode I couldn't get through anymore.
Okay.
And then I decided to tune in live one day at lunchtime.
Really? That's interesting. Why didn't you like us at first?
Because all you did was complain.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
Nothing's changed
Nothing's
there.
changed. Yeah. Nothing's changed.
And now I've been enlightened, and all I do is complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you liked M-Dub, and you were mad that we were shitting on it.
Yeah.
And then
but
you gave it another chance, and you were like, these
Yeah,
are some good points, maybe.
Pretty much. I was a pretty casual gamer then. I was playing on an Xbox on a 60-inch TV, so...
Oh, yeah. A casual rat for sure.
Yeah.
and now I have a gaming computer and 2 monitors.
And you, you converted because of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
there's one on the day.
One on the day. There are dozens more, perhaps. Okay, cool. What is your favorite versus least favorite part of the program?
Favorite would probably be the Q&As.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Q&As. And the least favorite would be patch notes because
Yeah.
there's not a lot going on there.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
and they're never real patch notes anyways, right?
That's exactly right.
They're of course
fake news.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite episode or favorite moment of all time in your time listening to the program?
Ooh. I don't think I do, actually. I'm trying to think, like, all your episodes just blend into one for me now.
Yeah. That's how we are too, believe me.
My whole life is a blur, yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah. Okay, for sure. All right, so Pritch, now is your time. Do you have a question for us?
I do. It's a very important question.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
I suspect it's not, but go ahead.
So, the film Point Break or Speed?
All right, Tanner, you can start this one
Well,
off.
we have a small problem here, Pritch. I've never seen Point Break, and I've never heard of the movie Speed. So
Speed. It's about a bus that won't stop.
Well, is it an Australian film?
That sounds like an awful movie. I'll start
Keanu
there.
Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
Both shit, right?
Okay.
That's the point of it.
Well, let's look this up. Speed movie.
Check the logs.
It's from 1994. I was barely born. I'm a boomer.
I was born that year.
I've never seen or heard of that movie.
Yeah. So my answer to this is a little different than Tanner's. I've never seen nor heard of either Point Break or Speed. So Pritch has been listening to this program for 9 months or so, he claims, right? We've said on this program, I think, Tanner, you can correct me if I'm wrong, numerous times, we don't watch movies.
Tanner has a wife.
I play video games. We watch, well, right now we're about to finish season 7 or 6 of Sex and the City, so that's what I watch, right? Hey,
Tanner also likes
show.
Taylor Swift. That's his favorite singer-songwriter, so
he's the best.
Well, of course, it's par for the course that, of course, he's a huge fan of Samantha. But
who isn't?
Yeah. Also, Tanner doesn't watch movies with his wife. He puts movies on while he's,
Okay.
So anyways.
Because you'd be in jail.
So, Pritch, I hope we haven't lost you.
Well, you've lost half the chat, I think, so.
Damn, they're malding
the
for sure.
chat is absolutely malding that we've never heard of either of these movies.
Oh, we're nerds, so. Tanner's favorite movie is The Notebook. Well, okay, Mullet.
That's probably true. He'll never admit it.
It's a shit movie. Of course I've seen it, but it's shit.
Well, Pritch, thank you, brother, for being, a part of the community, a big part of the community. I would like to add. A big part
of the community.
Pritch has been here. It feels like forever, like since the beginning. 9 months is like basically the whole fucking program. That's 80% of the episodes he's been here for. So Pritch has been, an integral part of our small but vibrant and extremely humble community. And I think one of the first Australians who was like super active in Discord, because I think Aussie came a little after you. Is that right, Pritch?
Yeah, I think it was only like a week after or something like that. Around the same time.
Yeah.
It started spreading like a wildfire in Australia.
So Jay Pritch is of course a kangaroo dad, the king of the Aussies, the first of the Aussies at least, in the Discord, and we have a sizable Australian audience.
We do.
I still don't understand exactly why. I've thought of hypotheses. I can't figure them out. But nonetheless, any last words, Pritch?
I'll be nice. Just good luck to both of yous, and it's been a good ride so far. So let's go for another 100.
Amen to that, brother. Well, thank you, Pritch.
No, we appreciate you, Pritch.
I appreciate you stopping in on your hungover and tired, after wedding festivities. You looked fantastic, by the way. Great wedding photographer you hired. Perhaps not as good as Sierra, but
you guys, we were talking about this in the hangout last night. That picture were the 5 best looking gentlemen I've ever seen in my life, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean,
inked
Jesus,
up, fades, fucking crispy fades, the boat shoes with the socks you can't see, the rolled up cuffs on the pants, just trendy as fuck. Very Zoomer, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. So Anyways, yeah, Pritch, we're gonna move on to our next caller. But thank you again, dude. We love you. Again, thanks for calling and just thanks for being around, man. It means a lot. You've been a real cool dude, and hopefully you continue to stick around.
Good luck, boys.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, dude. See ya.
Shout out to Pritch, friend of the program, of course.
Friend of the program. So should we start going just in order now, kind of?
I think we can get Bjorn and Nick. We can reward them for being
they were first.
Here early. So
let's get Bjorn out of the way, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right, Bjorn, you're on air. Let me remind you. Now, I've talked to Bjorn a little bit yesterday. As far as 12-year-olds go, relatively mature, and isn't too crazy. So now, Bjorn, you have 100 people listening. Thousands more are going to listen on podcast apps. So don't get nervous and don't be weird.
All right.
Now, you weren't weird last night at all. You were 12 years old. That's not your fault. That's fine. But just don't get too crazy. But I think I have faith in you, which is why we've dragged you in. And I think you were the first one in the call-in waiting room. So Bjorn, welcome.
What's up, Bjorn?
How are you? How is life? Tell us about yourself, Bjorn.
I'm good. I'm Bjorn. I played Call of Duty on PC since like 2 months into Modern Warfare, and I played Blackout on console for like a month, and it wasn't great.
Yeah, I've heard.
This kid also has a RTX 3090.
I do. RG
Bjorn.
Strix overclocked ultra gaming.
Yeah, okay. What a fucking rat.
He's such a god. Okay, very cool. And then, so just for the listeners, Bjorn, you sound a little younger than perhaps our average listener. How old are you?
12.
12 years old. Okay, and when's your birthday?
Today.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm not tripping.
So you're 13 then.
No.
So you were 11 and you just turned 12.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, we're on Twitch, so you're 13, right?
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because he's 13. Yeah. Okay.
In a video game, he role plays as an 11-year-old who just turned.
So he's 12. He
turned
turned 13. So yeah, he can be on Twitch.tv.
That's
He's 13. Perfect. Good to know, Bjorn.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for the clarification. I forgot we were talking about The Sims, the video game, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bjorn, when did you start listening to the program? How long have you been listening?
I believe it was like episode 16 or 17.
Jesus Christ. How did you find us?
I searched Warzone on YouTube, and you guys came up. Like one of your
Interesting.
Ooh. Okay. That's good to hear. The YouTube is
It was probably that clickbait video you did that was like no, that was for Modern Warfare with like upcoming calling cards or whatever. That got a shitload of views.
Bjorn was complaining about that to me last night.
Yeah, actually was.
Yeah. So, anyways, okay. Wow, that's a long time, dude. That's a very long time. Do your parents know that you're here right now?
No, not at all.
Interesting. What would they say if they listened to this program and knew that you were a member of this community?
They would say why. I'm guessing.
Interesting. Would they get mad or would they just be like roll their eyes?
They just feel like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you seem like a cool 13-year-old. Cool kid.
I mean, he's on PC. That's basically me, dude. I was playing on PC at that age.
Too. He's actually pretty good.
Well, he should be. He's 13.
He's actually quite good. I think his KD is higher than mine. What's your Warzone KD, Bjorn?
It's a 1.81.
Okay, so maybe this kid should run the program instead of me.
Oh, you're fucking awful. Yeah.
That's 0.3 higher than mine, Warzone KD. So, and he's on mouse and keyboard, so I can't blame aim assist. Now, let's just skate past this. Let's move on. What is your favorite part of the program in general?
Q&A by far.
Okay.
Interesting. Why is
so
that?
we thought people hated the Q&A.
Well, I think it's pretty cool to see what the community can like bring to the pod. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Like the participation with the questions.
The dumb questions people ask, yeah.
Yeah, especially me, of course.
Well, yours are the worst.
Of course, yours. Oh yeah, they're terrible, but that's fine.
Steel Switch has the best questions, of course.
Steel Switch has, well, when you're swinging the bat 10,000 times, you're going to hit a couple home runs. So, but we appreciate Steel Series, of course. Friend of the program.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite part of the podcast?
Patch notes because they're all wrong.
Interesting. Interesting.
Good
Okay,
call.
so we're seeing a trend so far. Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite episode or favorite moment of all time?
Yes. What is it? A console is a computer.
Oh,
Best episode ever. Award-winning.
award-winning episode. It's a great piece of media, actually. We need
is a great
to,
piece
I
of media.
think,
It's
do
all
a part
fake
2.
news, but-
We need to do a part 2 for that episode, by the way.
Dude, maybe
Like,
we
update
should
it.
talk to Tanner. Maybe we should
Oh fuck! I know what you're doing. Talk to.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes,
would be.
yeah.
Holy
That would
shit.
be great, right?
That'd be great. Put that in the
Yeah, that'd be
notes.
amazing.
We have to write that down.
Put that in the
Hold
notes.
on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just-
write this down.
Write-
Yeah, I'll
write
just
down.
Write it here. Yeah. Okay. On
That beep is
the-
really loud.
Let me hit this real
That's-
quick. We were typing Legacy
that's what we were
101
thinking,
bits.
right?
Dub with the tier 1. Jayda with a 2,000 bits. Let's go. Thank you, Jayda, Dub, and Legacy.
I do want to say to Proud Dad in the chat. He says he's def a cheater. Keep that in mind, Proud Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
By the
Oh, he
way,
was
playing
banned.
with this kid last night was very funny because it was just like listening to me of 10 years ago. Just all the mannerisms, all the catchphrases. I mean, look, if Bjorn stays on this track and keeps emulating me, of course, he's going to live a long, fruitful life. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, the only difference will be I'm 6 inches taller than you.
Well,
Jesus.
that's, of course, fake news. But let's move on. Okay. A console is a computer. Very interesting. Maybe, yeah, okay. What would you like to see us improve on?
Oh God. Maybe consistency for Patreon episodes.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay,
Well.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
We'll keep it in mind. How about that?
I mean, you still
How
get
does that
4 a
sound?
month, right, Bjorn? So figure it out.
Yeah, but they're all on the 27th.
No, they're on the 29th. They're on the 30th usually, actually.
Absolutely
But yeah.
Absolutely good.
Yeah, this kid
Okay.
says shit.
He's a god. All right. Okay, Bjorn. So you can ask us one question. And if it's, would you rather shit in a bucket or shit in a trash can? I won't be surprised. So maybe you've stepped up the caliber of your questions, but one question, go ahead.
Okay. Favorite meta for Warzone, like over the course of the entire thing of Warzone. Like, was it the Bruin or the Grau or the DMR? What was it?
Got it. Okay. Tanner?
I liked the Growl meta. I thought too many people hated on that, and I thought it was fine. I mean, it was busted. It had no recoil at range, and you can laser people. But compared to like the Bruin, Dragon's Breath, all of that, like that was a fun time, I think. But if we're gonna take like right now into consideration, I think right now not having like a top meta is probably the best it's been in a while in terms of that.
Interesting.
There's a lot of really good guns right now, but I like Growl Zone a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Tanner, that's a good point. Maybe now would be my favorite meta, but probably not because I feel like snipers are really strong right now just because there's no AR. There are some, but they're not like a Kilo that are really competing. I would agree with you on the Grau meta. And part of the reason is because when Grau was meta, everyone was using iron sights. And that meant
True.
that fights were generally taking place closer. So instead of trying to shit on someone 500 meters away, if both teams have iron sights only, they're going to get closer. The fights are going to be closer, and I like that a lot more. Instead of desperately trying to see 1 pixel of my 1440 monitor,
okay.
which is 240 hertz, 1 millisecond IPS panel response time, obviously. That's not fun and exciting for me. So when the meta comes closer with a Growl, because everyone's using the fantastic iron sights, it's actually a good meta. So I would say that as well. And it wasn't too overpowered, I wouldn't say. So
Yeah.
good question. Bjorn, you really stepped it up, young man. Any closing thoughts, last words for us?
No, I think that's all.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Bjorn, I'm a long-time listener, apparently. And, of course, a 13-year-old. But
Tell your
far as
parents thanks
13
for the Patreon subscription, by the way.
Yes, yeah.
No.
Make sure
Talk to my
make sure
third
you
90.
hide your mother's credit card statement from her when it comes in the mail. But yeah, as far as 13-year-olds go, Bjorn's very cool, very mature, and it's nice to have some Zoomer perspective. Are you past Zoomer?
I think almost. I think I'm just
Interesting.
like on the cuff.
Okay, cusp. But
Whatever. I can't talk.
yeah, well, that's all right.
You're nervous. There's
you've
thousands
got
of people watching. So.
thousands, of course. You've got
Millions,
16
of
more
course.
years of your brain growing, so we'll cut you a break. But yeah, Bjorn, thank you for calling in, buddy. Thank you for being a part of the community, and we will talk to you soon.
Later, dude.
All right. See ya.
All right, buddy. Peace.
Next up, the drop pastor.
The drop pastor, of course. Yes. Do you have anything you want to get to real quick, or?
Aussie gave me one bit and said, "Make your fucking bed," so I flipped off the camera. So thank you, Aussie. And that's it.
Shout out to Aussie. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get the pastor in here. The pastor, Nick, you are on
Afternoon, gentlemen.
on
You're
the
live.
radio, on the show, on air. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nick. For the listeners, who are you, and what's your name? How are you doing?
Yeah, so I am, of course, Pastor Nick, right? So I'm Nick, and I am on staff at a church, a staff pastor, and so I'm probably, I would imagine, the only pastor in the listening community. So I'll take that up on the Aussies. There's a bunch of them, but only one of me.
True. Probably true. Yeah. This is not a super religious bunch we have here.
But my kind of folk fit right
Yeah.
in with them.
Yeah. Nick is seamlessly transitioned into this community, and he keeps us grounded and right in the eyes of the Lord when we stray. So we appreciate that. So Nick, how long have you been listening to the program?
So my first episode of the podcast was episode 30, Black Helicopters, which according to my podcast app came
Black
on May
Helicopters.
20th, 2020. So since May.
May. Wow. Okay. So episode 30. So that's about 8 months, I would say, right? May,
About that, yeah.
January, February, March, April, May. Whatever. I can't do math. Okay, cool. Very good to know. Very good to know. Did you what was your impression of the first episode? Like it, hate it, like us, hate us, ambivalent?
Oh yeah, absolutely loved it.
Really?
Found it by kind of same way that probably most have. I was searching just my podcast app, looking for something. I'm in the car a lot, so searched for either Call of Duty, but probably Warzone specifically, and still found you guys through that search. And you know, this is a conversation we've had many times in the Discord, but probably my favorite part that made me want to keep listening was when someone would sub or donate, which happened a little less frequently then than it does now.
Perhaps
And your
a little
guys'
bit less,
reaction,
yeah.
the air horns and the shouting and the let's go with
Yeah.
other words
Let's
in there.
Yeah.
That, you know, yeah. mhm.
Yeah.
And so I love that part of it. And I was like, man, I just got to keep listening. So yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, some people say that they like the acknowledgments. I suspect some don't, but
That's a love it or
well,
hate it type of thing.
That's
More
I
than
think
anything,
it
I
is
just enjoyed your enthusiasm and engagement of the community, right? So listen to a lot of podcasts and was never into Twitch before watching you guys. I think I signed up for a Twitch account because I wanted to tune in live. But still, just seeing the engagement of the community was, I think, what drew me in and probably drew a lot of listeners in.
Yeah, that we've done two things here. We've converted a lot of people to PC, and we've also converted a lot of people to Twitch in general, it seems. Like, there's been so
Yeah.
many people that have made Twitch accounts to watch us, and they've told us that a lot, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool.
Well,
Okay.
I fall into both of those categories, switched to PC and got on Twitch. So.
Yeah, you're a demon.
An absolute. Well, he's an angel, actually.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
respect
Sorry,
the
Nick.
pastor, please. Tanner, come on. Okay, so what is your favorite part of the program?
So I'm going to go opposite. I do love Q&As, but I've got to defend patch notes for a second because it's getting a little bit of hate here. And I'm going to tell you why patch notes is a good section of the podcast. Because the stinking developers get it wrong. We need you to set the record straight. So how many times would I be going out there using the incorrect attachment or something else because I didn't know the truth of the patch notes? So that's a great part of this pod.
True.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel the same way, and That's why I think we'll cover it more. If anything, if the patch notes were always correct by Infinity Ward, we would cover them way less. We would analyze them still, but yeah. So okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. What is your least favorite part of the program?
I don't know that I have a least favorite part. There were a few times when I first started listening to the pod that I was someone that would skip ahead for the jingle. If you were even doing the jingle, I don't know if you were doing it then, but I would skip ahead waiting to hear when you actually got into things. But now that's probably one of my favorite parts, listening just to the banter and the just the dialogue between you guys. And so I don't know that I have a least favorite part.
Okay. That's a very diplomatic answer. I like it.
Yeah. Good answer.
Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time? Or this so far?
Oh boy. Kind of like has been said, they all start to kind of blend into each other. I think the All About Warzone episode was a standout.
Award-winning as well.
Award-winning.
Yes, also an award-winning episode.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, who can forget some of the early Q&A questions, some of Gift's questions, fantastic. And just seeing you guys have to squirm your way through some of those is always great.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
What would you like to see us improve on?
Well, I honestly think we need to probably add a third pod in a week where we just do Bible study and prayer time. And I'd be happy to host that so you don't have to add too much to your schedule. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. We will take that.
Sure.
We will take that under advisement, Pastor. That is perhaps something worth pursuing. And if any community needs some Bible study, it is of course this one. So
of course.
All right, with that said, you can ask us one question. The floor is yours if you have anything.
Sure, absolutely. Don't go too in depth with this, but who is your greatest hero?
Interesting.
Oh shit.
Tanner?
Huh. Man.
Look, if you need something less serious, I can throw out a less serious question too.
Well,
you're probably not drunk enough for these philosophical questions.
It could be.
I'm pretty much ready, but Tanner, if you're ready, go ahead.
Man. Why don't you go first?
Okay.
I'll let you take it.
Mine would be, now he's been embroiled in some controversy as of late, but I think it's unfounded controversy. You idiot, Tanner.
Yeah,
idiot.
It's fine.
You dumb idiot.
It's fine.
You spoiled that one, didn't you, boys?
Just such a dumb piece of shit. I told him he's such a dumb rat. My greatest hero is absolutely not Tanner. I'll start there. Anyways, he's been embroiled in some controversy. I think a lot of it is unfounded. And my greatest hero, of course, would be Jeffrey Epstein. That's a
yikes.
Okay, yikes.
That wasn't the
big
best
fucking
joke I've ever
yikes.
told. Okay.
Okay.
On a real note, I don't know. I mean, my dad probably, but that's like a hokey answer that no one cares about. So people that someone else would know. The good Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. He's also been embroiled in some controversy. He's somehow a doctor in psychology and didn't know that benzo addiction was possible or something. Just very weird. But besides that, he's religious, sort of, by the way, Nick. So you might appreciate that answer. I don't know if you've heard of the good doctor.
Sure.
Yeah. But
hey, while we're on the topic of your father, my wife's actually picking up an order from Kroger's right now. Any way we can get a discount on this thing?
Well, he's been retired for a while.
Okay.
So.
Well, I just figured he might be able to call this in still, but
he could if you called it in probably.
He could put the screws on some people for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's my answer. Tanner, what about you?
Oh boy, I don't know. I guess I would say, man. I don't know. I guess I would say like my mom probably. I mean, she does a lot for everybody and always has, like for my sister and I. Just like growing up, and now she's always having to take care of other people besides herself pretty much. So, I mean, it's something I would never do and never could do. So, props to her for that, basically.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The answer, a little disappointed that neither one of you mentioned me, but
okay.
I'll have to live with that disappointment.
If it makes you feel better, Jesus of Nazareth was my number 2.
Okay, that's fake news. Absolutely fake news.
Okay, Nick, any closing thoughts, brother?
No, just appreciate you guys. I love what you do, and keep it up. And you can tell by having 100 plus viewers. I think we're at 120 something now. In the middle of a Saturday afternoon, shows you that you guys are doing something right. So keep it up, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you for being around. You weave between how toxic this community is and, you know, upholding to your own higher values, because you're of course a better person than everyone on Discord, but you do it well. You're not afraid to get in the mud, as it were. I very much respect that, actually, because you're not you know, proselytizing cunt, and that is, you know, that is relatively unusual, not completely unusual. There are plenty of cool people who are, you know, pastors, religious and shit, but not all of them. So you play that role well, and it's been a pleasure having you around as well. And you've actually helped us personally with a couple little things, such as and also getting us in contact with, and we appreciate that as well. So thank you, Pastor. Jesus. I appreciate you being around in the community, and for the call-in, brother. Have a great
pleasure.
rest
Tanner,
of your
give
afternoon.
Grammy a hug for me, okay?
Okay, well, I'll consider it for sure.
She might die if he does, but
yeah.
she might just crumble into dust.
Yeah, well,
but
basically
anyways,
already there. Thanks, Nick.
All right, Nick. Thanks, buddy.
See you, boys.
Let me get to. Apparently, I missed a few things here. Mersalis, I don't know if that's how you say it. 500 bits. Proud with a tier 1. Iron Ranger with a tier 1. McBango, did I already get to that one? I don't even know anymore. McBango with 101. Tanner Schooler with 10. Toad with 100. Dave with 100. Clap with a tier 1. Hump with the 15. Bango with a 119. And Nicomus with a 5 gifted subs.
Let's go.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate that. This has been fun so far.
This has been an evening or an
really
afternoon.
It's
so far
an afternoon for sure.
Yeah. So thank you, boys. We might need to start speeding these up a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because there's a lot of people in there still.
Yeah. So I want to try and get through everyone. So for everyone else who's waiting, we're gonna go a little quicker here. And sorry, but should have been here earlier because we're pulling in.
There is a chance we won't get to all of you as well. So I don't know who is next, but I saw Bango, Flex, and Aussie. They were pretty early. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, you ready, Tanner?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's muted and deafened, so I was gonna say AussieMenace. There we go. AussieMenace is on the air live. Aussie, welcome to the call-in. How are you?
I am absolutely fantastic. I am so glad to be here. I have no idea. I was so happy when I was able to tell you I was going to be here.
Yeah, so Aussie, originally his partner told, I don't know, they had plans, and Aussie was able to negotiate a rescheduling. Now, I don't know how many rom-coms he's going to have to sit through for his side of the bargain, but we are very glad to hear that. Or perhaps Sex in the City, even worse. But Aussie, tell us about yourself. Who are you for the listeners? And yeah, how's life?
Well, hello. My name is AussieMenace, as you already know. Just call me Josh. Not many people know that my name is Josh.
And now we know.
I don't really know if there's much to say. I'm just a really big fan. I like playing Call of Duty, even though it's shit. And
yes, that's of course true.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Really, I'm very uninteresting.
I wouldn't go that far. And AussieMenace does stream at twitch.tv/AussieMenace. Now,
thank you very much.
You're very welcome. How long have you been listening to the program?
As Pritch said, not very long after him. It was around episode 30 something. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think like 32 it might have been.
Okay.
Not 100% sure.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. How'd you find us?
Well, I'll try to keep this short. It's a bit of a sort of a long story, but here we go. So me and my friend Angus were playing Ground War, and we came across you two. And he said in the chat, "Oh my god, it's Tanner Dropshot."
Really?
Yep, I swear she was 18. That's who it was. That was Angus.
You were the friend.
Yeah, I was the friend. I was the WWSC SAD at the time. That was me.
That's crazy. All right, go on.
Anyway, so he was freaking out and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, about a week later, a couple days later, I was at work and he sent me a message and said, holy shit, you know those guys I was talking about from the Dropshot? Go listen to the recent episode, go 20 minutes in, and they give me a shout out because I was the first person that who's ever recognized them in game.
Yeah, that was big for us.
Crazy, dude.
So I thought, all right, yeah, I'll do that. So I skipped 20 minutes in and he's shouting, I swear she was 18 out. I'm like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. And then Angus messaged me saying, oh, you should actually listen to them. They're pretty good. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
All right. But how I got really balls deep into the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, was I was just playing Ground War by myself like a lonesome son of a bitch. And I thought, hey, I'll fucking listen to the podcast. Why not? I'm bored. And about a week later, I had given you far too much money. And
most of you have, by the way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. That's crazy, dude. That's very interesting. And perhaps we'll get into that story a little more this evening. But yeah, that's really funny. I had no idea. I think you had told us at the time and I'd forgotten, perhaps. But anyways.
Something like that.
Yeah. What is your favorite part of the program?
All right, not to sound like a S word here, but the entire fucking thing. Honestly,
let's go, baby.
The entire fucking thing.
Okay, that's an answer we can for sure take.
The number one product of the stream / podcast is the fucking community. The fucking community is the best community in gaming.
I agree.
Absolutely everyone.
I mean, somebody gave us a 1-star and said we're the worst, but yeah. No, it wasn't. It was 4 stars or something.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
I think it was 4 stars.
There was 4 stars. He had to leave the Discord, but
yeah. Well, we sent a execution squad to his home. That's a joke, Twitch. Okay. Very, very good answer. That's what I like to hear. Do you have a least favorite part of the program? What is it?
Oh, yeah, I do actually. It's, it pisses me off, does my head in. I'm driving along the freeway on my way home, and I hear, you saying, "Oh, shout out to my Damascus patrons, blah blah blah." I don't know, whatever bullshit you're always on about. And then you say, "Stay humble." And then it's awkward silence after that because I can't pull over. I'm on the fucking freeway. The episode's ended. Just make them longer. Make them longer.
Okay.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
Interesting. Okay. Longer episodes. We'll take that.
Well,
under advisement for sure. That is fair. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
I'm not sure what the episode number was, but there was a time where you were going off at Joe Apricot, and I was at work listening to it live, out in the yard, scaling logs, and I swear to God, I was on the floor. You were like, Joe Seacott, and I was just dead. I was fucking dying, bro. Oh my God. You got no idea how funny that was.
That's unsurprising. Yeah. We've gone after Joe Apricot, enemy of the program, of course, a number of times. So that is that tracks for sure. Okay. What would you like to see us improve on?
Look, honestly, there's really not that much at all. I don't think anything. Nothing comes to mind. You've just got something great that's going. Right? Just keep it up. Simple as that. Just keep it up.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you. You can ask us one question. The floor is yours.
Right. Would you ever considering starting a team along the lines that, of Team EXE or something? I could imagine DSP McBango, DSP Jake Down, DSP Godadote, etc., etc.
Interesting.
Would you
Very
take
interesting.
Consideration?
Okay. That's a very good question, actually. I'm kind of curious what Tanner's thoughts are.
Yeah, that's actually something I've never thought of. I would be interested in doing that way down the line once this is way more established. I think we're pretty established now for ourselves, but that would be very cool to have. It seems like a ton of work. It's like you'd almost have to bring somebody else in to like run it and just put it under our name essentially, because neither of us are good enough to hit any of those clips that they hit. So it'd be kind of dumb for us to like lead it, I guess you would say. I mean, those guys are fucking nutty. But that's a very good idea, Aussie. That is that's something we can take into consideration and advisement for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it.
DSP,
that would be cool.
DSP roll up the tongue perfectly. So
yeah,
you got that going.
Gift wants to
Yeah.
be team manager. Okay. Well,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
He can
There's
be
no other team
community
manager apart
manager.
from
He'll do
GiftCurse.
better than Ashton Williams, enemy of the pod, of course.
Yeah.
So on this topic, I would say I would be interested in that, but I wouldn't want a CDL team or like a competitive team.
Yeah.
I would want a team of like content creators. So if you think of like, I don't know. You know, 100 Thieves or FaZe Clan has 12-year-olds on their team.
Yeah.
Like this Rowdy Rogan rat or whatever his name is. He's like 6. He's a child. I'm not hating on him, but I'm not hating on FaZe either. But like they have a bunch of people that are like FaZe Clan or like FaZe Swag, for example. He's not on FaZe's CDL team. He's not second string there. He's just not on it at all. He's a part of FaZe as like on the content creator side. I think making a team like that would be super cool. And these people will still probably be good at the game, obviously. But like getting an actual pro team, like Tanner and I have no interest in doing that.
Well,
but a content creator team where we like sign people as like, a part of like FaZe Clan, but not actually competing. I think that's a very good idea. And that is something we think about. But as Tanner said, that is pretty far down the line right now. But maybe not.
I like the idea though.
Wonderful idea.
Yeah. I like the idea.
I think it's a great idea for sure. Yeah. So very nice. So thank you, Aussie. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I kind of forgot to say this, but another excellent outcome of the pod is I got to meet Pritch in person in my house. That was really cool.
The first Dropshot meetup.
We got kebabs. We talked shit about the pod.
Okay.
He walked around my house, and I saw his mustache. It was brilliant. It was, oh my god, you have to see that mustache in person.
I bet you it is even more majestic in person. Yeah.
It was standing 2 meters away from me, and I felt like I felt the heat of it.
Yeah. Interesting.
But no, that was really cool. Pritch, shout out to Pritch. Pritch is an awesome bloke, and it was a pleasure to meet him. And I hope I can see him again, and we can hang out, get another lunch, whatever.
I echo those sentiments. I thought that was so cool when I saw the clips on Twitter. That was fantastic. I'm glad you brought that up because that was super cool. It was officially the first Dropshot meetup, and I'm a big fan of that. So, anyways,
we're going down in history.
Going down in history. you will go down in the book. So, thank you, Aussie, for calling in. Thank you also for being another integral part of our small but vibrant and extremely humble community. Like Pritch, your friend here, you have been instrumental to contributing to the Discord and the community that you hold in such high esteem. So you're a big part of that, and I'm glad you like it because you're in it. So
well, I very much appreciate it. It's excellent, and best part of my days is listening to the podcast without making me sound like the S word.
The S word, yeah, of course. You are yeah.
Yes. Precisely.
So anyways, Aussie, thank you again, dude. We're gonna skedaddle here, but I appreciate you, man. And hopefully you stick around, dude.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Thank you very much. You bloody rippers.
You bloody ripper. All right, Aussie. Have a good one, man.
See you, boys.
Okay, I don't know where we're at. Hump with 15, McBango with 119, Nicomus with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gifted subs, and Sal with a 1 bit. Let's fucking go, boys. Thank you.
Indeed. Okay. All right, so we got Aussie. Do you have any idea who we want next here?
I saw Bango and Flex were for sure early, so I think those two should be next.
All right, so let's get. I think I saw. Flex
I told them to make their own
Flex.
list, but of course nobody did. So.
Oh well, we'll just end the program.
We can do that, yeah.
Kidding. Okay. All right, FlexStepDad, you are live on air. What's up, dude? How are you? First of all, welcome. Tell us about yourself. Who are you? What's your name? And how are you doing this fine afternoon?
Well, I'm good. I'm FlexStepDad. My real name's Manny, and a lot of people want to ask, so I'll just clear it up. I am a stepdad, but it's not the way most people think. I'm a stepdad to my girlfriend's dog. He's a crazy mix of something and a fucking wiener dog. Something bigger than a wiener dog. He looks fucking weird.
So a weird looking dog.
We're starting off on the wrong foot here because it makes me irate that you call yourself a stepdad to an animal. So
hey, it worked out that way. Stepdad was a joke before the dog came along, and now the dog's here. So I just use that as the excuse.
Okay, that is something we will for sure keep in mind. But okay, how long have you been listening to the program, Flex?
Let's see. Sometime during COVID, I was at work looking up PCs, just like podcasts about a PC, and I had no fucking clue what these people were talking about. So I decided to look up Call of Duty. It's probably somewhere in April-ish. I have no idea what episode I started on.
It's like 30s or 40s, yeah.
Somewhere around there. And then I think I got into the Damascus on like episode 17.
Gotcha. Okay, for sure. That's good to hear. So yeah, quite a long time as well. How'd you find the program?
Well, I think I just explained that, didn't I?
Oh, he did, yeah.
You did. Sorry. Totally zoned out. Yeah. Okay, so search Call of Duty. I thought you were going to say, when you were saying like, oh, I was looking for a computer, I thought you were going to say you searched like computer podcast and we came up. I was going to be very excited about that. Because we are, of course, computer experts here at the Dropshot and Call of Duty podcast. But yeah, okay, interesting.
All right.
What is your favorite part of the program?
Honestly, the community's fucking awesome. I came for the pod. I fucking love the whole thing because I'll be fucking bored at work and just not feeling like listening to music, and I'll go listen to fucking episodes I already heard.
Nice. Love to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I like y'all's voices a lot, huh?
It's our extremely expensive microphones, of course.
Shure SM7Bs.
Shure SM7B, the industry standard podcasting microphone. Okay. What about least favorite part of the program?
I get mad as fuck when y'all start calling aimbot on controllers. I'm like, okay, I know you're making a joke about it, but it's like, fuck. Sometimes he goes a little overboard, like, nah, he's cheating. No, it's just a controller.
Tanner, what are your thoughts on that comment?
Hold on, I was reading chat. What did he say about the cheating thing?
Okay, well, Tanner's way more guilty of this than I am, especially recently.
When I call somebody out for cheating?
No,
you call somebody out for a controller, like, oh, look how it locks on.
Oh, yeah, they're rats. So.
You fucker.
Oh, they're fucking rats. Well, go play Cold War and try to tell me that, but yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying, Exclusive Ace shows you how it fights you a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Tanner, he's a controller player.
Tanner, please. It was, we are asking for answers. We're not here to argue, okay? You son of a bitch.
I brought a hot topic along just for the enjoyment of it.
It is yeah, no, okay, that's fair though. And that's not, you're not alone feeling that way. We've actually tried to tone it down because, especially if we've had a couple drinks and maybe we got, quick scoped by a Pellington in Cold War 9 times in a row, even though we shot the person 4 times first, we get a little excited. And I would like to draw the distinction again. We think aim assist is too strong in Cold War, but that doesn't mean we hate controller players. It's not their fault. They're using a controller.
About the aim assist on Cold War, you can aim through a building, and if somebody's walking on the other side of it, you'll get aim assist on them. And it's literally walls in the game. If you're on controller, you fucking use it, abuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But when it comes to like shooting people when they're strafing, sometimes it fucks you up, sometimes it doesn't. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I take it as a joke more often now than I used to, but at the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna send these guys a fucking email.
He was mauling.
I'm gonna fucking all caps, lots of fucking strong words.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Big boy words.
Gamer words, perhaps.
I got the thicker skin after a little while. 'Cause I tried the keyboard and mouse thing, and you guys are at a huge disadvantage on movement as far as I'm concerned, just because I can't fucking use these buttons. All right, I'm hitting way too many other buttons. Go to lay down, I throw a stun. I can't do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's fair. And again, you're not the only person to say that. We've tried to tone it down, and I think we will or Tanner maybe needs to.
Well, that's why I don't play Cold War
Nah,
anymore.
Don't even worry
Continue.
about it. You guys keep doing
Yeah.
yourselves. Don't change for me.
Okay. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time of the program?
Honestly, I got real happy when you guys didn't tell me to change my name.
Oh.
I liked your name. I think that was the first thing I said. Was I thought it was like clever.
Now you got the backstory, and you're like, well, fuck this guy. All right.
That's of course true. Yes.
Now it's going to be a
Now-
change it next
now
episode.
it's a change it.
Yeah.
Now it's
Well, all right, whatever.
now
maybe.
it's a flex boyfriend or something. That sounds weird, like polyamorous. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What would you like to see us improve on?
Shit, I don't know. Just keep going the way you're going. You guys are killing it, honestly.
Okay, for sure. Well, we appreciate that, and thank you for calling in. You have one question for us. The floor is yours.
Okay, so we were talking about like a content creator team, right?
Yes.
I was gonna ask a very similar question to that, and I guess my question comes down to: are you guys gonna be like EXE and not bring any controller players on? Ban us,
Ooh.
you rats!
Ban you.
I'll make you.
That is super interesting question. Tanner, what are your thoughts on this?
No, I wouldn't. Like I wouldn't not allow controllers. Like that's fine if they're on there. Especially when it comes to something like Warzone, because Warzone, there's nothing overpowered about a controller whatsoever. I mean, it's fine. So yeah, Raz is molding about that. Yeah, he's so dumb. There's Warzone aim assist is perfectly fine. Raz just sucks, right? He sucks at Warzone. So he's gonna complain
true,
about that.
But
so no, there are a lot of really good players that even come to our Damascus hangout that are on controllers. So it's like, okay, they're better than most of us at Warzone. Why would I say no just because they're on a controller? I mean, I get Team EXE's thing. It's like all about snapping and getting nutty kills, but they mostly play multiplayer. So if it came to that, then I probably wouldn't, because they want like those flashy clips, and that's what they're getting out of it. So, but if we did some like Warzone thing, then no, it'd be absolutely anybody, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, sounds good to me.
So yeah, I agree, especially because we would be like focused on content creation more than anything. So like the way this is not set in stone, obviously. I don't even know if we'll ever have like a team like this, but it would be like, you know, like Tim the Tapman, for example. I've never watched him. I'm told he's pretty shit. So he also is like one of the top like streamers on Earth. So
yeah, content creation isn't about winning every Call of Duty tournament.
No.
Yeah,
It's about being
exactly.
entertaining, really.
There are there's like, you know, there's a balance. Like if you're really, really, really good, but you don't have like a ton of personality, you can still be like successful. Like look at Nate Gibson. Not hating on Nate Gibson. I'm just saying he's not what you think of when you think of streamer personality. You think of like XQC, like fucking humping his monitor and screaming and clipping into his microphone. But Nate Gibson is so fucking good that he's still very successful just because he's like the best Call of Duty player on Earth as far as I'm concerned. And then you have other people like Tim the Tapman who are like the exact opposite. Like I'm sure Tim is probably better than average, by the way. I've never watched him, but he's probably like
he's not
fine.
completely trash.
Yeah. But like he's, you know, so as
You
far
can
as
have
we
a
were
big
concerned,
KD when you're playing with a bunch of nasty motherfuckers. So
yeah, that's
there's
true
that
too. Yeah. So yeah, if we had like a team, yeah, I wouldn't care what input method they're on. They'd have to have some combination of like talent and like entertainment value, and you know, the more you have in one, the less you can have in the other, and as long as the sum is sufficient, then I think we'd be happy to bring them on board.
Yeah, agreed.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Well, all right, boys, I'm good. If you are.
Thanks,
Cool.
dude.
All right. Yeah, thanks for calling in, brother, and thank you for being around. You've been coming to quite a bit of the hangouts, as I think everyone who's called in so far has, except Bjorn because it's past his bedtime, unironically. Yeah, we appreciate you calling in and being a part of the community, brother. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you, guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, dude.
Will do,
Later.
brother. All right.
Okay, Cope,
Tanner,
thanks for the 5 gifty boys. King with the tier 1, E Fisher with the 100 bits, Milldog with the 130, E Fisher with another 37, Grimo with the 100 bits, and Aussie with the gifted sub to swag. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Friend of
Okay.
the pod.
I feel like we need to ask about 3 less questions than we are, because I want to get through like everybody in there if possible. Like we need to like choose 3 questions and delete them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll drag in Bango. Get this started while I delete questions real quick. Bango, you're
What's
on
up, Bango?
air.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations. 131 viewers right now. How's it feel?
Is that what it is? It feels good. It's been holding that, hasn't it? It's fantastic.
At one point, you had more than Nate Gibson.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
watching that.
Until he was live for 30 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Then it was less.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's up, Bango? Who are you?
I'm McBango. My name is Ben. I don't think many people know that.
Good name.
From Minnesota, 28 years old, almost 29. Welder by day, fragger by night.
Let's go.
McBango streams on Twitch as well. I think most people do. You guys should start plugging your Twitches because I'm forgetting. But McBango stands out to me in my mind because he has the best gimmick on Twitch, and I don't say gimmick in a shitty way. I mean in a good way, where he always uses spotter scopes in Warzone because he loves them, and which is a hotly debated topic in the Discord. Join the fucking Discord, of course. But every time he gets a sub, he fucking gets out real life ass binoculars and like holds them up, and it's so fucking cool because he is of course a spotter slut, so it's just so on brand, and it's my favorite.
So funny.
It's my favorite shtick on Twitch. So shout out to you, twitch.tv/McBango. How long have you been listening to the program, Bang?
About 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. Okay, for sure.
Episode was called Buff the AK, I think. And I'm mauled
Ooh.
because you guys only talked about the AK for like 10 seconds.
Oh, get clickbaited, right?
Clickbait.
Right.
Absolutely
And
scam.
at the time, I was using the AK in multiplayer and in Warzone because I found a build for it I liked. And I'm like, this thing just needs a little bit of help. But so I listened to it, got baited, searched for it on Spotify, found it, Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever I did.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
I would just say I like listening to Tanner shit on Raz.
That is another common theme. I'm surprised we haven't heard it until now, but yeah.
Well, he's dumb and he's the worst, so.
Well, I'm seeking mental health professionals to help me cope because it's been a real burden on my shoulders.
Yeah, has it been?
The pastor can help you with that.
Perhaps the pastor can give me some counseling. So okay, all right, interesting. We'll keep that in mind for sure, and I'll put an asterisk by your name for that comment. What would you like to see us improve on, Bango?
You're sniping, Raz.
Oh,
Just kidding.
That's never going to be improved. He's so bad at sniping. He always tries and thinks he can do good at it, and then he just doesn't. I'm like, just stop.
Well,
actually, okay, we were playing duos the other night, and you were pretty cracked. Relax, you were pretty cracked the other night when we were playing duos off stream. You were actually cracked.
I'm just kidding, of course. I had to.
That was very good. I appreciated it. That was very good.
Okay. I would say just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are on the right track for sure.
Okay.
Just
I don't think
keep
you guys
chugging,
really
right?
realize what you've started. Some other people have been talking about it, like what they think it's going to become, and yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll get into our feelings on that tonight as well. We'll touch on that for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
We will. But we don't know either, Bango. There's the short answer for you.
Of course.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm not mad about it. So
Right.
all right, so yeah, we had to cut the number of questions down a little bit because we want to try and get to as many people as we can. You have the floor if you have a question for us, McBango.
Actually, I had a question. It was about like, what was it? I think Pritch asked it. I think he covered it in his. So I'm pretty stumped. You guys can just get on with it. I'm good here. Thanks for doing what you do.
Thank you, dude.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Bang. I appreciate it. Once again, plug your shit, Bang. Where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/McBango.
Amen. All right, Bang. Well, thanks for calling in, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you for roasting me, and for being another integral part of our community. We love you and appreciate you, and yeah, thanks again, dude.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right,
Later,
you too,
dude.
bud.
Okay, real quick. Where were we at? Pat's with a tier 1. with the Gifty Boy, I mean Heathen with 101 bits, J Bunny, thank you for the host, GenHero with 100, and Dave Daly with 143. Thank you all very, very much. Again, we're trying to move this quickly, so we really appreciate it. We don't have time to thank you enough as you guys deserve, but seriously, we really appreciate it.
True.
Real, thank you for the host as well, dude. I'm gonna go pee. Why don't you start going with the next one?
Got it. All right. Let's get Roon in here. It looks like he has some time constraints. He's of course deafened. Why are all these people deafening? Making me so mauled.
Sorry.
Roon. Yeah. Hey, if you're in the call-in waiting room, mute your mics and undeafen. You fucking shit stains. So anyways, Roon, not your fault because everyone's doing it. It's not a problem. Roon, welcome to the program. Tell us about yourself.
Like you said, name's Roon. My actual name's Derek. I got the name Roon back in like high school. Just kind of stuck with me. 25. I have one kid. I'm married. Own a house. You know, life's looking up.
Homeowner. So you don't live on the coast. Where do you live?
I'm in Denver, so close enough.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're doing pretty well to be a homeowner at 25 in Denver. So that's okay. Very cool. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, dude.
How long have you been listening to the program?
I was actually just trying to figure that out. I listened to probably 2 episodes. I started like 2 episodes before Low Cap subbed in for Tanner. So
Okay.
pretty early.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
Low
pretty-
Cap, right?
Fuck Low
Yeah,
Cap, of course,
course.
enemy of the program. That's a joke. We love Low Cap. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty long time. Good. Okay. Interesting. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
I would say episode wise, gotta be my favorite would be the PC is a console is a PC, whatever it was.
Console
computer.
is a computer. Award-winning episode of the program,
Yeah.
of course. What did you
'Cause
like about it?
I don't know. I was debating switching already just because I had some other friends that had, and you guys did it a lot more comprehensively because my friends were just like, it's just better, dude. Just do it.
It's
like,
yeah, just
okay,
do
but
it.
Why? Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
But you guys actually went over legitimate reasons and, you know.
And
it was
Raz
just
gave you guys a
solid
bunch
episode.
of false information regarding
was all
cores
wrong, of
on
course,
CP. That's why we need to
but
do a
it-
part 2.
But you guys gave the idea of looking into like shit on YouTube, like Jay's 2 Cents, Bitwit,
Yeah.
those kind of dudes, and that actually got it all going for me, and you know,
Yeah.
went from there.
Yeah. In our defense, a lot of the technical details we got wrong. Like, I don't know what a fucking teraflop is, and that was obvious
Yeah.
on the
Who does?
podcast. Yeah, right, exactly. But our overall point of like every actual like point we had, I think I would stand by. So okay, that's good to know. That's interesting. What would you like to see us improve on?
I really don't know. I think you guys are doing a good job. You, like everyone's been saying, in terms of the community, you guys actually participate more than really anybody I've seen in this avenue. So I really don't have any complaints at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything. I think it's awesome.
We
I
try our
really
best for
enjoy it.
sure.
And
We
it
do
shows,
try
I
our
mean,
best.
honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. I appreciate that. So, now I guess we'll send it over to you. You have one question. Go ahead.
This is another one that's kind of a long shot in terms of probably, you know, in the vein of down the road, like the team thing. Someone, I think Aussie brought up. Have you guys thought about doing one thing that I've noticed in podcasting in general is some of these people have created like podcast networks in terms of
Like
I don't know
Gas
if you've ever-
Digital and shit.
yeah, or like I don't know if you guys are familiar with the last podcast on the left. They have their own network now of a bunch of different kinds of podcasts.
Death
You
Squad,
guys-
Oh.
Barstool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
familiar. Yeah.
For some reason, I get the vibe that I feel like you guys could kind of do something similar with gaming, just with different games, having podcasts about different games.
Interesting. Maybe absorb the objective of Battlefield podcast, perhaps.
Something like that. I mean, I haven't done a whole ton of research, but I haven't seen anything. I don't know if I think I've said before, I'm a pretty big Overwatch player. I've never seen any sort of Overwatch podcast, and that game has updates like every other week.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean, there's a lot of games like that, so I don't know if that's something.
Wow, yeah, that's
Just
actually a
got
really good idea.
suggestion.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a great question. Tanner, what are your thoughts?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that is, I mean, pretty far down the line. But yeah, you'd basically have to get into that specific game, like you're talking with Overwatch. Like, find somebody we know pretty well that's really into it and say, like, okay, do you want to be involved in this, or do you know somebody that plays a lot and would want to do this, and then, you know, get details worked out. So it may be, if there's nothing there currently in the space, like no podcast, it would be a little, you know, be kind of hard to figure out how to do the startup on it. But that's a really good idea. And also, we've actually had a surprising number of people tell us, like, oh, we just like listening to you guys talk. Like, I would listen to a podcast about anything if you guys just discuss it, because they like listening to us banter and, you know, talk shit to each other. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that is that's a cool idea.
Those are, and I know you guys have heard, those are probably my favorite Patreon episodes as well. So I would be completely down for more of those.
Yeah, those are our favorite as well, probably.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So yeah, podcast network thing. That would be very cool. Like you said, this is something, again, that would be pretty far down the line. I imagine what that would look like is we, like Tanner said, we find existing podcasts and bring them in rather than, you know, trying to find people to start them ourselves. I think it would be more about absorbing existing podcasts, but I think it's a very good idea. And it's interesting that you brought up Overwatch, because that is such a good example and such a good point. I had never thought of this, but yeah, like Overwatch gets, especially competitive games like that, hashtag competitive, scare quotes competitive.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. That are updated so often and the meta shifts all the time. Like, that type of space is just ripe for a good podcast. Yeah, it's ripe for it, just like Call of Duty was.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the space has been overtaken by the hottest up-and-coming podcast in gaming, the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, of course. Yep. But I think there are many other lanes where people could do that. And I think starting like a cool, like, gaming podcast network, like maybe if we have, or perhaps once we have our website up and we can host our own shit on our servers, we can give people that benefit. So I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that's something I'll think about for sure. Cool. Sweet. So any parting thoughts, last words, plugs, Mr. Roon?
Definitely no plugs. I don't stream or anything like that. No, just thank you guys and keep it up, and see you again next year. We'll do this again.
See you next year.
See you next year. I certainly hope so. So Roon, thank you for being around. You're one of our like very oldest patrons, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
Oh yeah, I think I joined like maybe the same day or really close to when JWeb did in terms of the Damascus. So it's been some time, but it's been awesome.
It's been quite a bit of time. So we appreciate the support there. Appreciate you coming to the Hangouts sometimes and just being a part of the community in general. So thank you, dude. It means a lot, and thank you for calling in.
Thanks, dude.
Of course, man. Have a good one.
All right, bud. You too, bud. Bye.
Later.
Okay, real quick here. Let's see where we're at. Rock Bromanchu, brother-in-law, not the shit one, the other one, with the 10 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you, Rock. Mildog with the 115 bits. Dubfire, 1,000 bits. Okay. And Trevor, 5 gifted subs. Okay, well, it keeps going. James with 190 bits. GenHero with another gifted sub. And Daddy Dingleberry with the 100 bits. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's... fantastic. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, at this point, I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh, who's next?
Yeah. I was thinking we should get Viking in here soon because he didn't go to sleep last night and streamed for like 14 hours, so...
Yeah, and Viking's... he's a cornerstone in the program history, which perhaps we'll get into. So yeah, we could do that. Let's
just do it now. In. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
the
also
VapingViking.
Hold
you
on.
are on air. Go ahead, Tanner.
If some of you guys have been waiting in there for a while, tell us that. Like DM me on Discord or something and say, "Hey, I was the next one, you dipshit." We need some sort of an order here because we're not going to get through all of you. I don't think, unfortunately. But just
we might be able to.
We may be able to if we bust through it. But
yeah,
DM me who you guys think like the next few were.
Yeah, or in like gold chat if you guys can democracy this shit and say, okay, drag this person in next. You guys figure out who was here first, and then tell us. That would be much appreciated. But anyways, Viking,
okay, Evan's
sorry
next.
for the
okay.
Okay, sorry for the detour, Vike.
What up?
And welcome tell us about yourself. Who are you, and how are you doing this fine day?
I am the VapingViking,
Certainly
and
are.
yeah, I think there's only maybe 2 or 3 people in here that know my real name, and I'm gonna leave it that way.
Okay.
Because
Smart.
You know, I'm not big on sharing the identity and all that, so we'll just leave it at that.
You're the
Okay,
Vaping
we'll
Viking,
leave it at
yeah.
that for sure.
Yeah.
He is the Vaping Viking. How long have you been listening to the program?
So when I found the podcast, you guys were on, I think it was like episode 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And that's when I was driving back and forth to Oregon, like before I lived here.
Running drugs, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started from the beginning. And by the time I got caught up, it was the infamous episode number 27.
27, of course. Named after the Vaping Viking, which
Yes.
perhaps we will get into.
I'm sure we will, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time? I suspect maybe your eponymous episode 27 would be it, but maybe not.
No, I mean, I don't think I have like a favorite episode, but definitely if I had to say like a favorite part, I mean, I'd probably say just the journey you guys have made. Like if you go back and look at episode 2, 3, 4, 5 when you were streaming, I know we talked about this in Instagram, but it's just like looking at the cameras, looking at the setup, looking at the stream quality, all those things. For me, it's that journey. So that's probably my favorite part, in terms of the podcast.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. That's another sentiment I've seen echoed by a number of people. So that makes sense. What would you like to see us improve on?
If I mean, I don't know that it's an improvement, but I thought about this the other day. The fact that I'm the only Obsidian patron, I can afford to continue to be the Obsidian patron for eternity, but I also feel like if there's somebody else that wants to jump in and be that person, because it's kind of nice to have your name read at the very end. So I was kind of thinking, I'm like, it would be kind of cool if you correlated the Obsidian patron as your season. Like right now, I'm the season 1 sponsor for the Dropshot podcast, right? And then season 2 hits in 31 days. Somebody else, if they wanted to, could jump in and be that person.
Interesting. Okay. That is
It's a good idea.
very interesting. We will talk to you Monday. I'll be too hungover tomorrow. We'll talk to you Monday after we share some thoughts and some plans. Yeah, we'll talk about, and then that that you'll have a little more insight, as all of you will, and then we can get your thoughts, because that's an interesting thought.
Are we talking about?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So, okay, very cool. So, all right, Vike. The floor is yours. If you have a question for us, now's the time.
Well, I actually don't have a question for Tanner, so this one is for you.
Yeah, perfect.
Good shit on Tanner.
Oh, it's because he likes me better, probably.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be. Why do you? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Is the streak going to hit exclamation point 3 years?
Yes, I'll answer that for him. Yes.
It will, of course. I don't know when that will be, but whenever it is, yes, it will, of course, reach 3 years. I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Especially
I'm
during
on
COVID.
my grind, dude, right? I'm on my grind. So, and that, of course, is not the type of grinding that Viking is referring to. So that I don't suspect will be changing anytime soon. Viking, I have another question for you. Are you Lisa Connors?
Negative.
Do you know
I find
the
that
identity
fake
of Lisa
news.
Connors?
Wait, say that again?
Do you know the identity of Lisa Connors?
Only from this podcast.
Interesting. Okay.
Dude,
It's
I
mullet
actually
then.
did legitimate research trying to figure out who that was.
I remember.
I called the 24-hour fitness in wherever that was, San Dimas, trying to figure it out.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
I think I remember you saying that now. That's so fucking funny. Yeah. Well, okay.
I do have one thing to say, because I know you guys got to get to a bunch of people, but least favorite thing about the podcast?
Okay, go ahead.
Is how fucking demanding you are in Warzone.
Oh, let's go, baby. Yes.
Is fake news.
And everything is everything is my fault, right, Vike? Everything is my fault. He dies, he's 400 meters away, it's my fault.
Yeah.
He loses his gunfight, it's my fault. He drops the wrong area and gets killed, it's my fault. So he's so
you should have
dumb.
dropped with me. That's correct. See, those are all your fault. Those are excellent examples.
Okay.
So okay, we will for sure take that under advisement, Viking. Maybe I can take some meditation courses so I can't get, or so I'm less likely to get mad at Tanner when he fucks up and I die.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe
therapy.
You know.
Well, he needs it for sure.
Again, a priest. I need a lot of help, I suspect. But okay, very
3
good.
years.
Well, kill yourselves in a video game, of course. Viking, anything else you wanted to add? Do you have any plugs? Where can people find you?
Nah, I'm the last person that's gonna plug myself. This is about you guys. Congrats on 101 episodes. I think you guys have something pretty cool going. So I'm like, there's times where I won't be around for 2-3 weeks, a month maybe, but I'm always here. I'm always available. So congrats. I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you, brother.
Dude.
I appreciate that. Viking has played a very instrumental role in our growth. Obviously, for those of you who've been around a while, financially, he's wasted far too much money on this program, which we will perhaps get into.
We'll get into
but
it.
But also behind the scenes, this is another thing we'll get into, but I'll mention it here. Vike has been very helpful in giving us advice. We ask him for advice sometimes on grown man shit. So like, I don't know, a lot of like, how should we do this business wise, blah, blah, blah. Viking has been very helpful in that regard. And again, as well as, of course, a lot of financial support. So Viking, again, we'll get into what I was just talking about a little more this evening, but thank you very much for everything you've done, and also for the call-in, brother. We very much appreciate it.
You got it, guys. Whenever you're ready to talk about, you just let me know.
I will for sure keep that in mind. Thank you, Mike.
All right, later.
Okay, next is Evan. Young
Young
caught
Evan.
up here. I don't know where I'm at. Pickle. Thanks for the tier 1, dude. I appreciate that. Okay. Young Evan. What's up,
Young
dude?
Evan. God, I got to stay hydrated. Young Evan, you are live on air. Welcome to the Patron call-in Q&A. Tell us about yourself. Who are you? How are you doing? What's
up,
life
boys?
like?
Yeah, so my name is Read a Book, and that's what many of you know me as. My name is Evan, actually. I get called Young Evan because I am indeed young. I'm not a middle-aged 40-year-old male from the West Coast. I'm only 21, right? So
like most of our listeners who are boomers,
yeah,
of course.
Actually.
Yeah.
So I'm an audio engineer. That's what I do for my living. I do a little bit of game development, and I'm scoring a feature film and doing a couple other things related to music and making about 30 goddamn intros for this community.
You
right
sure
now.
are. I've noticed that.
Oh my god, dude! I FlexStepDad. I'm so sorry. You were the last, the first person who I'm actually charging for it, because there's 150 of you that want an intro now, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't have time for this. I have to do 25 minutes worth of sound effects for a game this week. So
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I just kind of been slammed, but yeah, dude. I'm glad to be on. I'm glad I could stop by. As you guys can tell, my Twitch name is Read a Book, so I obviously love you guys a lot. But yeah, I first found you guys when actually on Vikings episode.
Really?
I kind of lurked for a really long time, actually. And I just remember you guys probably had 15 viewers And then all of a sudden, this guy comes in and drops like 70,000 bits. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? I'm like, I've never seen this before. So sure enough, like over the next few months, like I started looking at like, you know, the community. I joined the Discord, all that stuff. You guys have no idea what you've created here. You have no idea. You guys are completely blind to it. And it's super funny because the community you've created has started to stem off into other communities. Like, I know I'm not probably supposed to say this, and everyone in the Great Rebellion is probably going to kill me, but I'm shitting you not. There's a 27-person Discord server right now called the Great Rebellion, and that's the reason that Tanner saw 15 people on a roof last night in the Damascus video.
I was wondering what was going on with 8,000 people in one truck.
They're all being banned. Thank you.
Yeah,
we teamed up. We had like 15 squads. We had like a helicopter team. We had the whole 9 yards.
Oh, you guys are shit.
Look at this Milly's going, hey, everyone's roasting me right now.
Well, we will, like Darth Vader, descend upon the rebellion.
It's episode 101, boys. Okay, I wanted to let them in on the fact that they've created these little niches in their community.
Oh my god.
Okay, boys. Yeah. So
like episode 5 of I think it's episode 5. Yeah, of Star Wars, A New Hope. We will descend upon your rebellion like the Death Star, obliterating Alderaan. So just keep those things in mind. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
Ooh, that's hard. I really liked it was actually a Patreon episode. It was the first Warzone brainstorming one. I felt like there was a lot of information that I learned there that made me a better player. That's like originally why I came to you guys. And now I'm just like, you know, I got brought into this giant community, right? And now I'm not here to be a better player. I'm just here to hang out and kind of
shoot a chill, yeah,
to shoot the shit with everybody. So
yeah,
you guys are very very interesting what you've created here. Like seriously, you guys, I don't think you've quite realized what it is yet, and it's not going to stop growing. I can tell you that right now. It's like very very addicting for most of your listeners.
That does seem to be the case. And yeah, we don't know why either, but perhaps we'll get into that.
But yeah,
we're both
there's plenty of people that have just like dropped 100 gifted subs, and then it's just like they probably wake up the next morning. I've done this before and been like, holy shit, I just gave these guys $600.
Like you were under a spell. Yeah,
it's just like, you know, and sure there might have been a little bit
scammed,
of bourbon involved, right? But it's just like, okay, that just happened, right?
Yeah.
So there's not anyone on Twitch I would do that for other than you guys, which is just wild to me. Or I should say anyone in the community. Because like I wouldn't mind going to McBango's stream and just dropping a fat load on his face, right? Just so I could see those binoculars.
Yeah, true, actually.
Like, yeah, so.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, thank you. We appreciate the kind words. Again, we hear that echoed a couple times, and we're not sure either. But what would you like us to improve on?
I think you guys just keep doing what you're doing. We'll talk here in the future. I still have something I need to send you that I've had finished for a very long time.
Ooh, okay.
That I think we've talked about. I kind of went MA because I got a new job for a bit, but I did finish that, and it's something that like I need to send to you at the right time. And based on what I'm assuming you're going to say in tonight's episode, this week will be the right time. So you guys can actually start using what I've created, because as of 2 weeks ago, it would have been useless to you.
Yeah.
But you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So
I do. Yeah.
Just take a look at that. I've ran that through a couple people in the Discord that are extremely intelligent when it comes to that type of stuff. I talked to my dad about it. I talked to my old business partner about it. I talked to a whole bunch of people, and everyone says it's a pretty damn good like little thingy. So it's I don't have a beep button, but I was gonna hit it there.
Just well, we'll just that for sure.
Yeah, so you guys could take a look at that, and that's what I would say would be your next move of improvement. Is maybe not what's in there, but at least something along those lines, to where you guys will see that and be like, oh, okay, I think we need to start doing this type of a thing now.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of technicalities you guys are gonna have to start locking down in the next month.
Yeah.
But
So
we'll get
okay,
there.
for sure. Yeah, we'll discuss that next week. So now the floor is yours. You have one question for us. What
Ooh.
would it be?
All right. It's a hybrid question.
Uh-oh.
Part
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Part 1, on a scale from 1 to 10, how mauled does the audio make you in Warzone compared to the visibility?
Ooh.
That's a hard question. And then part 2, will you guys be reviewing any games or going into detail on any other games besides Call of Duty and Warzone in your future? And if that is the case, will any of them be from a developer called Bethesda?
Okay.
Interesting. Good
Very
good
interesting.
developer from what I've heard. For
They're-
part 2,
some of their games.
we won't be probably, no.
Okay.
But, you know, as we were kind of just talking about, it's possible maybe eventually we'll kind of work with some other podcasts. Who knows? Who knows how that works?
Yeah.
I thought that was a good idea to do that. So, but as far as we go, probably not. I mean, Call of Duty will have a new game every year for the foreseeable future. So I think that's where we'll be. Part 1, the audio in Warzone is not nearly as bad as the visibility. I mean, the visibility is the fucking worst. It's too soft. I can't see anything. You have to use NVIDIA filters and take a 20%, hit to your FPS.
Frame cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's awful.
100%.
The sound in Cold War is even worse because the game's unfinished. But in Warzone, I don't think it's that horrible anymore. It's just the fucking visibility is awful.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I actually think the opposite. I think Cold War
Really?
sound is better. You just need to have the right settings.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I
think Cold
I haven't
War
messed.
sound is fine. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know what
But
Tanner's on about.
I really want to do a Patreon episode with you guys about this because there's for instance, I turned down precision airstrikes, the loading screen.
I know. Yeah, we
I
gotta
went
get
into the
that.
source files and did all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I'm really starting to get into that whole game development thing. So I've gone into their code essentially and
Oh, wow.
seen everything they have to offer inside of Warzone, and dude, it is so bad the way they set it up. It's
Interesting.
actually,
I can
dude,
hear
it
it.
looks like if I was gonna do this in high school and I didn't have any experience whatsoever, and they just threw this at interns, dude.
Jesus.
Interns that should be grabbing coffee are the people writing the code for the audio triggers inside of Warzone, and it's hilarious, right?
Yeah, we'll have to get into that for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so part 1. Yeah, I'm with Tanner. The only problem I have with audio in Warzone, as you said, all explosions are way too loud. So change it, turn it way down. But number 2, the more important thing that I hate about Warzone audio is the footstep sound is very inconsistent. And sometimes you can hear someone who is 3 buildings over, and sometimes you can't hear someone who's right next to you that doesn't have dead silence pops. So the footstep audio is very inconsistent in terms of volume, and it makes me mauled. Now, if they could make the visibility better, I would play with the game muted. Actually, I would actually prefer to not have any sound if they could make it such that in the first-person shooter video game Warzone, I can see people. So it's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but we have to get to some other callers. So easily the visibility is infinitely worse. And then second question, reviewing other games. Yeah, that's something I think we could do it ourselves too for other games, but they wouldn't be like Overwatch. So Bethesda titles, for example, maybe. That's something that we're just not going to have the time for quite a while. But if we're able to ever get a social media manager and someone to just clip everything and make all the thumbnails and do all that shit, that would free up a ton of time for me and Tanner. And then we would maybe have time to do podcasts on different topics as well. Maybe other games.
What if that
maybe
Bethesda
real life shit.
game was an RPG styled battle royale?
Yeah, that
Ooh,
would be
okay.
more likely.
Okay.
I would say because that has like recurring content that you can always go over, like Call of Duty does.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah. So
Cool.
anyways,
All right, dude. Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks, Evan.
Thanks for the question, buddy.
No
And thanks
problem.
for
You
thanks
guys
for
are
being
awesome.
around. Another long time, not very long time listener. Relatively not short, but not the longest. But that's not a problem. I
Somewhere
think
in between.
somewhere in between. But as soon as Evan listened, he was kind of all in, and he's also, like Vaping Viking, wasted entirely too much money on this program. So and he's been
I should
super
have
balls
new
deep.
new audio preamps right now, but it just was given to you in gifted subs. So
Shit
still
on.
malding.
Yeah, well, we'll keep those things in mind. But yeah, Evan, thank you for the question. Thanks for calling in, and you know, for the support, the psychological, financial support,
No
and
problem,
for
dude.
making a bunch of shit for everyone else in the Discord. That's super fucking cool, and we
I'm
appreciate
working my
that.
way through it, dude. I just want to help the community out. You guys are awesome. So you deserve it.
Thanks,
Thank
dude.
you, man. We appreciate it, and we're gonna let you go and move on. So have a good
Sounds
good
good.
rest of your day.
Get
Be here
Gifty
tonight.
in here, dude. Get Gifty in here. I really want to hear.
We'll probably end
Gifty
on
boy.
Gifty. I feel like that'd be a good ending.
Okay, yeah,
It's-
because
yeah,
I feel
it's
like he's gonna
possible.
shit on one of you.
Yeah,
It's
Alright.
gonna be
we
hilarious.
need to let him
All right.
drink more. All right,
Bye,
thanks,
buddy.
dude.
Later.
All right, peace.
Anchor, thanks for the 250. Garchi with the 500. McBango with another 650. Balake with a 101. Let's fucking go, gentlemen. Thank you. I told Deacon he was next already. I guess Mill was the first one here, so let's do Deacon because I already told him, and then we'll get Mill, and then it's L2K.
Let's
was
do
next.
Mill and then Deacon if Mill was here first.
Okay, let's do Mill
That's
then.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some water and pee. So go ahead and start this one off.
So we're doing Millie Boy? Okay.
He's in.
Mill, what's up? You here, dude?
Okay, get Deacon then.
No, he's here.
What's up, boys?
What's up, dude?
Here we go.
How are
y'all?
you? Tell us about you. Who are you?
Well, my name Mill Dog, or you can call me Wade. I'm from Georgia, and prior enlisted military veteran.
Oh,
Play Call of
interesting.
Duty because I like guns.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, and everybody get fucking scammed.
Yeah. Indeed. I didn't know you were prior military. That's interesting. What were you in?
I was in the Navy for 5 years.
Oh, very nice. Okay, cool. It's a good branch for sure.
Oh, it's the best branch. I've been to 42 countries.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a large number. Okay, Mill. So when did you start listening to us?
By the way, I'm shocked Tanner didn't say he's been to 43 countries because he's a world traveler piece of shit. So fuck you, Tanner.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
What was your question, Tanner?
How long have you been listening to the program? When'd you come across us?
It was around the time that Vaping Viking showed up, and I've listened to every single podcast, and it's usually while I'm doing Uber. And I was garbage. I'm still kind of trash at Call of Duty, but I had a 0.4 KD and was like, oh man, let me do some shit. And I looked up a podcast for Call of Duty and joined the Discord. My KD's 1.3 now, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Let's
about
go.
myself.
And you also always try to get your people you're driving around to listen to the pod, right? You tell them all about it.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, baby. All right. Do you have a favorite episode or moment that you can think of?
So yeah, my favorite moment actually was shitting on Jake down yesterday in Warzone.
Jake's the fucking worst. Yeah.
I saw a spotter, his sniper glint.
Yeah,
and
because
I
he's dumb and uses
peeked
a
up,
car. Yeah.
Looked right at his fucking head and was just like, good night. And then the very next game, I got my first dub, and it was while I was playing on your team. So let's fucking go on that.
Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you fucked Jake in the ass because he's stupid. So, okay. So that was a good moment. What would you like to see us improve on? We don't need to improve, but of course, if you think
Obviously,
there's
you
something.
guys touch on it all the time. More content.
Okay,
And
yeah.
not necessarily just episodes of stuff you guys talk about, but I told everybody in the Great Rebellion yesterday. I showed you guys the picture in the Discord.
Who started this rebellion, by the way?
We're not going to get into it.
It's Gift. It's got to be Gift.
We're not going to get into it, but I was like, you know what? We have such a large Damascus community. Let's think about doing a highlight
Great
show. a weekly
rebellion.
highlight show.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, yeah, just a weekly highlight show. I thought that'd be a pretty good idea.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on
For
that?
Damascus patrons only.
Oh. Okay.
A little incentive.
That's something. Yeah, that's something else that would take a lot of time. We'd both have to be doing this full time, but maybe in the future. That's a really good idea. Also, I just think like more streams in general could be entertaining for you guys, probably. Versus 2 streams a week or 2 nights a week. That could be like 4 or something one day. So
yeah,
extra
weekly
content's always
highlights.
great for everyone.
Yeah. So anyway, Mill, welcome. Sorry, I had to piss out of my giant white dick.
No, you're good.
Mill's been here quite a while. He is one of our most prolific proselytizers because he forces people in his Uber to listen to the program, and they are of course better off for it.
I'll get some water.
Weekly highlights show. That is something that is a really good idea, and I've thought about that too. But as Tanner said, that takes a lot more time than you'd probably think, because it's not like if I had the highlights like in front of me, then it takes, an hour or 2.
Oh, trust me, I know. I used to edit video and stuff.
Yeah, but finding the highlights takes hours, like a long time.
And
Maybe
then you
if
don't
I
wanna
did
have
it
people
every
submit.
week. Yeah. We tried kind of doing that. There is a Dropshot clips section of the Discord. Doesn't get used enough, but that is something I want to look into and try and find a solution for, because I think that would be very cool. Are you thinking highlights of gameplay or like the podcast or
Gameplay. So like you
Yeah.
do like a top 10 and like let's say McBango gets like a 360, stupid 20 times scope headshot in Warzone to win the game. That'd be number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because we already have clips for the podcast. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Yeah. Maybe we can look into doing that. I'll have to think about that more. And if you guys have suggestions for how I can get that done, mainly how I can compile clips, or if you guys can just start sending them to me, we might look into that. But that's a good suggestion. So okay, we will move on then.
Fantastic. Shout out to my stepkid Bjorn, by the way.
Okay, but we'll move on to your question as well. I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
If you have one question for us, go ahead.
My one question is nothing. I don't have one. I don't actually care to ask questions. I actually enjoy your company.
Interesting. Okay, well, we will take that for sure. So you said shout out to your stepson Bjorn. Interesting. Any other plugs? Anything else you want to say?
Oh yeah,
before we go?
my least favorite part of everything is JWeb calling everybody a hacker, and my favorite part is just the community in general.
Interesting.
It's the best. Yeah, it's the best on
JWeb
Twitch,
is,
the best on Discord, the best on Twitter.
Yeah, these things are all of course true. And JWeb is of course shit. Just kidding. We love JWeb. Okay, for sure. Well, hey, look, man, thank you for the call in. Thank you for proselytizing. And you've been around quite a while, as you said earlier as well. And you've been an integral part of the community here. And you'll even call into hangouts when you can't like actually play, which I think is very cool. You're very involved, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So have a good day, man.
I am the Dropshot politician, for crying out loud. So.
that is of course true. So thanks for calling in, buddy. Thank you for being around, and hopefully we see you tonight.
Thanks, dude.
Be safe, guys.
All right, you too, bud.
All right.
All right.
Deacon.
I'm gonna open my window real quick.
Deacon.
Start this one.
What's up, Deacon?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's going on, dude? Hold on, let me turn you up a little bit here. Wait, can you talk real quick? Say something.
What's going on, everyone?
Okay, there we go. I was just making sure your volume was good. What's up, dude? So, who are you? Who the fuck are you, Deacon?
I go by Deacancheese online, but my real name is Declan.
Okay.
I don't think many people know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm from Boston.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
A pretty close to Deacancheese meetup.
Yeah.
Yep. We're already planning on it.
Ooh,
Lima
let's
party.
go, dude. Let's go.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I've been playing COD since I was a little kid, but I didn't really take it seriously until COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of people were. Yeah.
How long have you been listening to the program?
So I started listening June 1st because that was the first day I went back to work after I was quarantined.
Yeah. So you
And
had
I
nothing to
played-
do, right? So you had to listen.
Well, I played so much Warzone when I went back to work. I need to get my fix in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me do a Call of Duty podcast, and you guys are the best one out there. So
Well, of course.
Amen.
that's all she wrote.
The only one
That's
that
all she wrote.
matters.
Yeah, fantastic. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
Not a single moment, but one thing that I noticed was pretty cool because I started listening after COVID. It was kind of interesting to listen to you guys talk about COVID over the episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Early on, you got to joke about it, and then they get a little bit more serious. and
Oh
you're like,
yeah.
I'm working
You're
from
like,
home
oh,
now.
Shit, we might
Dude,
die. Yeah.
I think we talked about at one point, we're like, dude, there's a case in our city. I'm pretty sure we're like, dude, there's 5 cases here now. Holy shit. And we were all scared.
And
now
we were
there's
all scared.
fucking hundreds dead in our small town and nobody
Yeah.
cares
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But
That's
other
funny.
than that, I like my favorite episode is Patreon episode number 9, where you guys talk about your origins.
Oh,
Patreon episode 9. I'm gonna look this up.
that's our, that was a real life episode, right?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the
perhaps?
scenes.
Interesting. Patreon.com/thedropshot, of course.
Patreon.com/thedrop, of course.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that too.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. For sure. For sure. What would you like to see us improve on?
I think someone already said it, but I think longer episodes would be good because I listen to you guys at work, and when I go to open that podcast app and I see an hour and a half, I'm like, that's kind of lame. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
if you guys can get to 2 hours, that'd be awesome, or more episodes or whatever.
Well, if it's a
I
Wednesday
wonder how
episode
we
now with
could-
Cold War, they're 20-minute episodes, basically.
That's the thing. I wonder if we could extend Wednesday episodes in some meaningful way.
Like honestly, just you guys talking is good.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that's something.
At
Okay.
this point in time, I think all of us love to hear you guys banter. So
We can do like a real life thing at the end of every Wednesday or something, or at the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll figure something
That's
out.
something to consider for sure. Yeah. Because we're hearing this. I haven't heard this before, interestingly, but now I'm hearing it from a couple call-ins. Aussie, you, and I think maybe someone else. But okay, for sure. That's good feedback. Thank you. So now you have one question for us, Deacancheese. Go ahead, bud.
So if you guys were gonna start your own Dropshot restaurant, what would each of your signature dishes be?
Ooh, interesting. All right,
Signature. Oh my! This is such a hard question because every dish I make is utterly perfect, right? I mean, it's just perfect.
The reason I asked this is because every time you guys get asked about food, you go on for 20 minutes. So
That is
Yeah.
true.
You got
We're gonna try our hardest to be disciplined this
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Interesting. Okay. My favorite that I make probably is this white chicken chili recipe that I found, where like you smoke the chicken, you dice it up, you make this chili with like great northern beans, poblano peppers, jalapenos, a bunch of shitload of heavy cream, cheese, cilantro, a bunch of other goodies, good seasoning, and it's just fucking delicious.
Goodies though, right?
Well, there's like 30 ingredients in the thing, so I'm not gonna name them all, right? But it's really, really good. My wife loves it. That's like her favorite thing that I make. Warm up
What would
some
you
nice
call
tortillas and dip them in there. Take some bites. Put it over a bed of rice, maybe. What would I call
Excellent question from Deacon. Yeah, what would you call it?
it? Ooh, Tanner's white sauce. Maybe, I don't know. Tanner's
pretty good.
secret
Yeah, we
white
sold
sauce.
out in minutes.
Yeah, well, of course it would be.
Tanner's delicious, succulent white sauce straight from the tap.
Straight
Just
from
writes
the
We know
out on the
Tanner's
menu.
wife's
It's
not
like
going to be
one
going
paragraph.
for it.
Yeah, well, I'll just stay away.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Raz is a microwaved pizza, so
Mine is, of course, a DiGiorno's pizza. No, I talked about this before. I want to say the broccoli recipe that I had gone over very recently, where you put entirely too much olive oil and then entirely too much garlic in a pan, and then you put broccoli in there and you fry it, cook it. I don't know what it's called. Chef
Yeah.
Kane, any thoughts?
he's malding.
He's irate. But that's not a dish. That's not a main course. It's fucking broccoli. It would have to accompany something. And usually we have it with like chicken breast, which is largely uninteresting. So that wouldn't work. So of course that's not going to be the answer.
Okay.
So I would say just a nice chicken parmesan, but the thing that would stand out would be a succulent, zesty, just a little spicy red sauce, meat sauce, of course, because a lot of places do chicken parmesan with no meat in the sauce. It's just like a red sauce, like a marinara, perhaps.
Right.
And that's unacceptable as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, look, hey, the chicken for the chicken parmesan is protein, so maybe you don't need more protein in the meat sauce. That's a thought you could have, and you'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. So my dish would be a chicken parm, a nice chicken parm, a healthy side of spaghetti, of course. Let's not get too fancy here. It's a classic combo. But instead of a red sauce, we would put a meat sauce. There'd be a little bit of pork, some ground beef, viscous, but not too viscous.
Okay.
And it would have, again, just a hint of spice. It's not a spicy dish. We wouldn't say it's spicy, but there would be a little, ooh, you do this move, ooh, every time you bit into it.
Every time? That's pretty spicy then, every time.
Well, yeah, you might be right. Maybe the first time.
The first
you
time,
get the
yeah.
ooh. I would have to consult with some of our Michelin 3-star restaurant owners in the Discord on that. But that would be my signature dish. What would it be called is a question for sure. That
Casey's
I don't
breast.
think I have an answer to. Maybe the only breast Casey has touched in 3 years.
True, actually,
would be the name of the dish. We'll go with that. So,
good question.
Deacon,
Read a menu.
Read a menu might be a good one. Any other closing thoughts, Deke? Any plugs? Any final words?
Shout out for the community. Like this, everyone has been saying that, but this is the best community out there, best looking community out there.
Amen.
Most generous
True.
community out there.
True.
So,
yeah.
I love checking in with everyone every day. So I love what you guys do. Keep it up.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so thank you for calling in. Another very active member of our community, and we appreciate that, Deke. So thank you, buddy. Have a good rest of your day, and you better fucking be here tonight.
I see one more thing I have to say.
Okay.
You think you're better than me?
Are you quoting a movie or something?
That's what Pritch wants me to say.
Oh my god. Well, Pritch is trying to get fucking movie quotes into our program.
Yeah,
so
fuck Pritch.
Pritch, you've been put on a list. But yeah, thank you, Deacon. Yeah, we'll see you tonight, hopefully, buddy.
Yep. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you, brother. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, next was L2K. Let me get to this real quick. I don't know where we're at. Toad with the 100 bits. Zerosia with the tier 1. Old Man Santi with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's keep this roll. I think we'll be able to finish everyone if we go till 3:30. Yeah. So next up's L2K.
Okay.
L2K, welcome.
L2, your mic is muted, which is a reoccurring problem with you. So keep those things in mind. L2, you're on air. Welcome. Tell us about yourself. Who are you?
I am L2K Greatness, or Adam, the #1 Warzone controller player in the community.
That's a bold claim.
Or
okay.
Overall, actually.
That's a bolder claim. Okay. We'll keep those things in mind. Welcome. How long have you been listening to the program? I think you're the newest frog so far that we've had call in, but I could be wrong on that.
Well, listening, it was mid-August to end August.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then it was 6 weeks ago, a couple months ago, I heard about the Hangouts, and that's when I really started to dive in with the community.
Were you in the Discord prior to the Hangouts?
Was not.
Interesting. So we scammed you by advertising that we do the custom war zones, and or was it just regular Hangouts?
It was the Warzone Hangout, and then Lemur got in, and she started talking to me, and then I started talking to Bango and Cope and Jake. It's all these guys just welcomed me.
Yeah, we have some little god squads forming in Warzone in Verdansk, as they say.
Yeah, we have a couple stackers, which
I am getting accused of stacking a lot, and it's bullshit.
Clamp down on.
Yeah.
Well,
you're
okay.
a stacker, so
let's keep that in mind. I've been secretly logging the average KDs of squads and assigning them to players, and I have data. As a
Yeah.
okay, very interesting. That's very interesting to hear that you got that you joined because of the Warzone customs, which are of course a blast. Do you regret joining the Patreon? Have the hangouts lived up to your expectations?
Oh yeah. Well, first off, I do DoorDash for a living right now, so I'm driving in my car
Oh, perfect.
8 hours a day. So I need more content as it is. So the Patreon episodes come in clutch too.
That makes sense. Okay, for sure. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. And of course, patreon.com/thedropshot. Damascus patrons, we hang out every week. We've been doing a lot of Warzone customs, which we allow the gold players into as well. So join the fucking Patreon. It's only $5 United States a month. Now, next question here. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of the program of all time?
Short time I've been listening. Probably the like the year in review on MW.
Okay.
Even though
Part 1, 2, or 3?
You guys should. You guys complain way too fucking much.
That's what we do.
Well,
Raz was writing notes the entire year.
Was a weird switch up on you guys, and it was perfect. It was great.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The first time I listened to you guys, I turned the episode off halfway through because I couldn't take it any longer.
Because we were complaining too much?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So why did you come back? Because I've heard this numerous times just this afternoon, and also a lot in Discord, like, oh, I couldn't listen. You guys bitch too much. But then they all obviously came back and listened, tried again. Like, what was the reason behind, oh, I'll try it again?
I'm in my car 8 hours a day and need something to listen to.
That's fair. Yeah, that's super fair. Okay.
And then get scammed. I became addicted.
Yeah. Well, absolutely scammed. Shit on. Interesting. Okay. What would you like to see us improve on?
Well, for my selfish reasons, just either longer episodes or more episodes, what everyone else has been saying, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then now the floor is yours. Do you have a question for us?
So a selfish question.
Oh.
Okay.
Advice for where I'm on Twitch and like my style, what would you give me to grow?
Interesting. Great question.
I'm not good at these questions because Raz knows way more about this area and he, taught me things. So I'll let him explain it because I would just say what he's going to say anyways. But I do know you're a really, really good player. So I think you can really grow your stream. But I'll let Raz give you the details on how to do it.
Yeah. So are you... Okay, so for everyone who's trying to stream, and we have a lot of people doing that. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. You can either join the Discord, go to the frequently asked questions section, and I've written down there this question. I'm trying to grow my stream. Do you have any advice for me? Yes. Find Alpha Gaming on YouTube, subscribe to him, watch all of his videos, and then do the same for Devin Nash on YouTube. These guys are really, really insightful about how to grow on Twitch. And the long and short of it, basically, is that Twitch is terrible for discoverability. And if you stream on Twitch for 8 hours a day thinking you're going to get discovered or grow in any way, you are wrong and you're wasting time. So your Twitch stream needs to be you need to be getting people to your Twitch from other places. So you need to be making YouTube videos. You need to be on Twitter, on Instagram. Making TikToks is a big one right now. This kid Jory 2K in the fucking Sonic suit. He was no one a year ago, and now he's like massive. Now he's competing in Twitch Rivals and dying to cheaters in tournaments for real life money in Warzone. So in less than a year, as Tanner said. So the reason he was able to grow his Twitch stream to what it is now is not because he streamed all the time on Twitch and was entertaining and was good at the game. Those things can all be true. You can be really good at the game, which you are, and you could be very entertaining, which you also are. But if you're only streaming on Twitch, it's never going to happen for you. And this Jordy kid, same thing. He did not get discovered on Twitch. He got discovered on TikTok, linked people to his Twitch stream, and then he got massive. So that's what you would have to do. And again, Alpha Gaming and Devin Nash get more into the weeds here about how exactly to do that. So have you subscribed to them? Have you ever heard me say any of this, El?
Yeah, I've heard of all three of them actually.
Cool. Okay. Are you subscribed to those two
I am not,
individuals?
but I'm going to.
Okay. I have links for it. So in Discord right now, go.
And then
go
I've never been
to
to that Discord page, so that's one I need to check out as well.
Yeah, information tab, about us, and FAQ. It's in there. I think it's like one of the last questions. I have links to both of them. Yeah, start consuming their shit, and they'll give you like more concrete advice on that. But that is the short answer. Is do YouTube. You're young. You could do TikTok too. It's a lot of work. That's why most people don't do it, and that's why most people don't grow. But if you're willing to do it, then you can be the next Jordy 2K, clipping your mic with a Sonic costume on, making viral TikTok.
Yeah. Good advice.
So,
all right, sounds good, boys. I'm excited to hear all the tonight.
So.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the and all the other. So, any closing thoughts, El? Any plugs? You can plug your stream that you're growing
just,
right now.
Twitch TV, L2K greatness is all.
One word.
Perfect.
Yep, one word.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, El, thanks for calling in. Thanks for joining the Patreon. You've been a very lively member of this community. Now, it took you entirely too long to join the Discord, of course, but you've made up for it in spades. So have a good rest of your day, and we will hopefully see you this evening.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you.
All right, buddy. Bye. All right, TDS. Who do we got next?
Gift is next because he's gonna have to go in a second too.
Okay.
Or probably. Let me hit this real quick.
Yeah.
So somebody teased Mullet for not having the #1 gifted sub spot because Viking took him over. So Mullet just decided to just drop 25 more. So now he's #1 on there. Let's fucking go. So Mullet with a 25, Kogaz with a tier 1, Kickflip with 1,000 bits, and Slightly Bad with 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Gift. Appreciate all of you. I mean, Gift. Why did I say Gift? Mullet. Thank you for those 25, especially. You guys are gods. I appreciate it.
Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, so we're going to get to our...
Here he is.
You know, everyone's clamoring for him. He is...
You guys were mauling about it. So.
He claims to speak Spanish, even though he's a white male living in Boston, who has the thickest Boston accent I've ever heard. He's got Irish blood running through his veins. He is a community favorite, the most incendiary, lively member of our small but vibrant and extremely humble community. Everyone, please welcome GiftCurse. GiftCurse, how are you, dude?
What's up, boys? Can you hear me?
We
can hear you.
as fuck can hear you. Yes.
All right, let's go, dude.
Gift, tell us about.
Okay.
¿Cómo estás?
Not do that.
Tell us about yourself. ¿Quién es?
Yeah. All right. No.
Y bienvenidos.
Yeah, that's about. I've landscaped a little bit, but that's about all I got.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot. 37, I think. 37 now.
Sure.
Boomer. Old man in the chat. There's a couple others of us. Just outside of Boston. I found the pod. I was at my shit job, as we all say.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, this Warzone game is free and I'm cheap, so I'll download it. So I downloaded it and I realized, hey, I'm terrible. So what did I do? I looked up to see if there was a podcast. And you know what it was? Honestly, it was the thumbnail at first that got me because I was like, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
And,
which thumbnail was it?
It was like the OG one. Yeah, the OG one.
The Nicto thumbnail. Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I started listening to it, right? And I hear, we are this fucking nerd. Jesus Christ. Okay. And like, you know, I must have been busy at the time, so I let it run. And then I hear, and I was like, dude, let's fucking go. Air horns? Hell yeah. The fucking air horns, dude. The air horns are the shit.
Oh, okay.
If you ever get rid of the air horns, dude, I'm out.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Dude, it's so much fun. The airphone, dude, the sax is great, dude.
Yeah, that was a nice.
But yeah, dude, so
it's fantastic.
it was campers, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
And I was like,
Raz
hey,
called me a camper. Yeah.
Well, he is.
I identified because, hey, I was a camper because I was terrified to get killed.
Yeah.
So
You still are.
And yeah, absolutely. I'm still dog shit, but I'll tell you what. You know what episode really helped me out was the Damascus grind. That was
really.
Yeah, because like, so I got Warzone, and like I started with Black Ops 3, and like a lot of people know, like I always talk about it. Like I played NHL, and my buddies would switch over to play Call of Duty, and it was Black Ops 3, and like the running on the wall stuff I hated. So I'm like, whatever, I didn't really do it. And then like I heard Modern Warfare was coming out. It looked pretty cool, but I never got it because I'm like, I'm not going to spend money on it because in my head I remembered Black Ops 3, and I was like, this is dog shit. So then when Warzone came out, it was free. I was like, why not? I'll try it, and I liked it. So I ended up buying Modern Warfare, and all around like the same time. It was like March when like COVID really hit and stuff, and like there was nothing else to do. So I started listening, and then when you guys, I forget, was the Damascus grind before or after the camping episode?
Oh
I
boy.
believe
I think it was before.
Probably before, I would imagine.
I think it was before.
Yeah, because I remember I went back and I listened to like every episode all the way back, and I think it was Viking that hit on it about how you guys have like grown in like the quality of the podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, dude. It sounds like two guys in their basement the first couple episodes.
Oh,
we'll get into that a lot tonight.
We will get into it. Yes,
dude, it's awesome though. It's fucking great, man. I love it. But that helped me big time because now when I get killed, they're like, I just smoked this dude with Damascus, fucking loser. And I'm like, well, I got Damascus, so
yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah, suck your dick. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. What is your favorite episode or moment of all time, if you have one?
Yeah, well, there was the Damascus round. I kind of just jumped into it, but because it really helped me.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I mean, like
that was a
I
helpful
know,
episode.
It really, yeah, because like I didn't know to run around with a launcher. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm running around with 2 ARs, and it's like, hey, I ran out of ammo because I shoot like dog shit. Just switch to the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you're like, hey, you know, you got to pull out the stupid Joker and take down a, you know, counter UAV. I'm like, oh shit, no kidding. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And actually, my other stupid friends that I played with, they didn't know that either.
Oh, so you taught them.
But yeah. And
Well,
I was
why
like,
don't they-
guys, check this out.
Why don't they listen to the program?
Oh,
because they're fucking losers.
Yeah,
'Cause they're
indeed.
shit. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that's good to know, though. I'm surprised at that answer, but I'm not terribly surprised. That was a lot of info in there. So
yeah, a lot of good.
Yeah,
a lot of good info, dude.
What would you like to see us improve on?
You know what I kind of think I like, honestly, is like if you guys would like stream gameplay more, I think. Because honestly, like for me, so I've been around, like I said, since March. I don't give a fuck about the game anymore. I really don't. It is what it is. Like you said, everyone said the patch notes, dog shit. Why even bother talking about them? They're not even right half the time.
Yeah.
and just the game is what the game is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if I like? There's only so much you can go over, but like, it's like everyone said too, like the banter, like back and forth, like the community that's been built. Dude, I've met some like wicked cool people that I love playing this game with.
Yeah.
I hate the game, but half the time I'll jump on to go play with fucking Sal, and I don't even want to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
I
to
could give a
play
shit
with
less
some
about the
friends.
game.
Yeah.
It's just like fun, cool people, and it's like, you know, everyone shits on everyone, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I'm very proud of that, actually, because we have people that can rib each other, but they're not. Lines are very rarely crossed where it's like, okay, now you're just being like mean. Like there's a difference, and like everyone seems to get it, which I'm very happy about, and it's deeply enjoyable for me. So interesting. Okay.
And
now
as long as you tell me not to go after on Twitter, I'm good. Just keep the DMs flowing. Like, hey, stay away from him.
Yeah, stay away from. Yeah. We will for sure do that. Everyone else, it fucking
That
gets
was
it
funny.
from Gift on Twitter. Yeah. We'll get into it tonight, Gift. So one question for us, Gifty boy.
All right, I had to ask Tanner if I could use this F word, and he said it's all right. All right, ready? Because I bring nothing of value to this community. Marry, fuck, or kill someone in the community. Go.
Marry
people in the community?
Marry, fuck, kill someone in the community. Go.
Oh boy. All right, Tanner. This is gonna be
Okay.
interesting.
Well, I think I'd fuck you, Gift, because you're the. I think you'd be the fun one, right? Kill. Oh boy. Let's see. Who would I kill?
I got curves for you, baby.
Okay, hold on. First of all, I'd marry Viking because I know he has, he's a drug smuggler.
You'll be a
so
trophy husband.
I can be a trophy husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marry Viking. I'd fuck Gift and I'd kill, probably. I'd kill Raz actually. Yeah. I mean.
Oh, that's low hanging fruit, dude.
We don't need him,
Holy
right?
Shit.
Just
That was
fucking,
pretty
he's
good.
gone.
That was good. I was not expecting that. Interesting. Very interesting.
So.
Okay. Well, I'm not a gay man, so
Not that there's
I'm gonna
anything
have
wrong
to-
with that.
Not that, of course, not that there's anything wrong with that. But I'd rather not, fuck a man. So, fuck. I don't know. Let's see here.
Well,
How many women are in the fucking Discord?
Probably 5 to 10.
I think
Maybe 5 to 10. So, let's see. Fuck would definitely have to be Bjorn.
Okay. Okay.
Yikes.
Hold on.
Wow.
in jail. Because you'd be in
You
jail.
were worried about me getting you guys banned?
Holy
Shit
shit.
me? This fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I had to do it. I couldn't not do it, dude. I couldn't not do it.
Jesus Christ.
It
He's
goes
of age,
so
of
far back
course.
to the
Twitch
coffee
mods,
shop.
it's fine.
That goes down to of course the coffee meme. So that would
That was such a funny episode, honestly. That was fucking.
I wish I could have found it. I don't know what episode it was. But yeah.
Dude, it had to have been like the late teens, low 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was laughing. Like, you guys were just shitting back and forth on each other, and it was like, oh, it was fuck. It's shit like that that makes me realize that I enjoy this podcast because you two can just shit all over each other, like me and my friends do, and no one's like, you fucking, like, you know what I mean? You don't worry about each other's feelings, dude. That's what like real friends do. Real friends will fucking shit all over each other, right?
Yes.
But when they're down and out, they'll pick them up and help them get up, and then call them the F word that I can't say. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. You called them
And
up.
be like, hey, let's go get drunk. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
that's the best part, dude. That's honestly is like an older dude in the community. That's what fucking drew me in to listening. Is like it's the banter, it's the bullshit, it's making fun of each other, dude. Because like that's how I grew up with my friends and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. And again, like you guys do the same. You like rib each other, having fun, but no one's like getting fucking butt hurt or anything. Which I'm
like
very
when I
happy
call
about.
Jake down a fucking vicious cheater. You know what I mean? Like,
Which of course he
Well,
is.
that's not a
yeah.
joke. Yeah.
Scumbag. Hi, Jake.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have my answer here. Okay. Marry AussieMenace. Fuck Pritch. So I
Oh.
could feel that mustache.
Yeah.
On
I'm sure
my
you would.
tight white asshole, of course.
Sure you would.
And then kill Tanner as well before
Jesus,
he kills me.
dude, come on.
of course.
Okay, that's fake
I'm a
news.
I'm a big fan of the Australians, so I would have to, you know, I'd like to move there, do some tourism, some sex tourism, of course. Read a book. That's what I would say. So keep those things in mind.
Well, Teal,
Good shit. I like
this is my last stream, probably. So.
This is, of course, Tanner's last stream. It was a joke. Let's all relax. I couldn't not make that joke. It was too good. It was right there. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So anyway, yeah. Gift. Any closing thoughts? Any plugs? Anything else to add?
Well, I mean, my OnlyFans, but you know that might be TOS.
Yeah.
It's possible that it is. Yeah.
You know, plus size men. No, I don't know, dude. You guys have you really, honestly, like, not to be like a sentimental little clown, but you guys have like put together something, you know, someone said it earlier, you put together something bigger than what you even realize, because you got guys that would never even know each other, guys, girls, whatever. And they're playing this game with each other at all hours of the day, and you guys are probably fucking asleep, dude. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
like I wouldn't
prop
know
hunt
some
till
of the
4
people that
a.m..
I enjoy. Yeah, exactly, dude. Fucking shit faced, talking about the dumbest shit ever, and it's fucking awesome. Like, dude,
Yeah, that's cool.
me
for sure.
face, and J-Web have like 3 different fucking ideologies, and we were like just absolutely shitting on people in Cold War because I'm decent at multiplayer, and we're talking about like fucking real life shit and having like a legitimate conversation as we just dragged our nuts across the fucking leaderboard. It was fucking great, dude. And I would never know those guys if it wasn't for this podcast. You know what I mean? And it's a fucking beautiful thing, dude.
Cool, man. Well, thank you, dude.
Yeah, thank you,
We really
Gift.
appreciate that. We'll get into that more this evening, but suffice to say, we are very pleased with that aspect as well. So, Gift, thank you for calling in. Thank you for bringing the most life to this Discord. Of any individual, Gift makes this Discord worth being in more than anyone. I mean, I think we agree on that, Tanner. Is that?
Yeah.
That is, of course,
I agree.
true.
I fucking love this community, man. You guys are fucking everyone, man. It's fucking cool. It's like some fun people, dude. Straight
Super
up,
fun people.
Fun
And-
people.
And we love you too, brother. So hopefully you'll be conscious and around this evening. And
Hell yeah, I'm
we'll
a
see you tonight.
professional.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks, dude.
hey, and just so you know, the rebellion is coming.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll smite you
Keep
like
that
Palpatine.
in mind.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
coming
buddy.
with fists on top of a Bertha.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that was an
Love it,
insane
boys.
Bertha. All right, buddy. We'll see you tonight.
Thanks, dude.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
KillerCam with the tier 1, Balake with the 100 bits, and Grimo with the 170. Thank you, guys. So what's it called? Pritch made a list here. I guess I'll just go off that. So we're gonna do
We'll do as
Jayda.
many as we can until 3:30, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, he had Jayda next on the
I'm
list.
down to go longer, but it's up to you.
We can
'cause I know
finish
you
it. Let's
have
just
some
try
traits.
to, Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll move along a little quickly. So for everyone
So
else,
I have Jada's next on Pritch's list.
okay, before we drag him in, everyone else, we're trying to speed this thing along because Tanner's got shit to do before tonight. So we're gonna get through everyone, but have some brevity if possible.
Yeah.
Not
all of you
not
in the
too
waiting
much,
room, we're gonna get
but-
to all of you. So
Yeah, but if you're in the waiting room now, we'll get through you. Just don't rush or anything, but just be cognizant of that.
Yeah.
So let's
So Jayda next.
the LaCroix crushing, bathrobe wearing K. Why did you Jayda?
Yep.
What's up? Yeah, I think you left on accident. It's fine. Yeah, the
Shit.
LaCroix crushing, bathrobe wearing, hairy chested demon himself.
Hairy chested.
Did you time that video this way on purpose?
I knew I needed to do it in the morning.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
Because this,
yeah.
of course, on our anniversary day, it was a nice little treat.
Hell yeah, I
to
planned
see-
it for the anniversary day.
Yeah, of course. Okay, good. Who was the filmographer there?
My fiance.
Your fiance. Fantastic. She did a
He
great
was
job.
yeah, she's a fucking legend.
Yeah, very cinematic. So, Jayda, welcome. Who are you, and how is your day going?
It's good. I am a boomer 32-year-old fuck who had
Oh,
to
yeah.
download and install Twitch, Twitter, fucking Discord just to follow you fucks.
Interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Thanks for the support
Yeah.
there.
Thanks for the support. We
I
brought
had
a
to-
lot of people to Twitch and
I
Discord
had to,
for sure.
I had to do all the things, yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been listening to the program?
Episode
back.
22, 3, something like that. A couple before Viking, yeah.
Okay. Wow, quite a long time then. Okay. Good to know.
Well, and then I subbed like 20 later once I figured shit out.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a story we've seen a lot too. Like people are just like, I don't want to have to figure it out, which is perhaps fair. Or you should be shot. That's a joke. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of the program of all time?
Honestly, dude, the bit where Tanner in the intro music is "What are you trying to win?" It's my favorite shit on the planet.
Dude, a lot of people love that part.
It's so good, dude. And
Do you
it's
remember
true.
saying
It's-
that, Tanner?
It's true as fuck.
Well, Tanner's muted or AFK. I can't hear you.
I don't remember like exactly what happened, but I remember. I just know it was a long time ago when I said it.
And the dumb fake laugh.
What are you trying to win? Ha yeah, dumb fuck. Yeah.
Very
that's
interesting.
good.
Okay. Good to know. What would you like to see us improve on?
Well, you guys just started the you rolled out your whole fucking platform on every social media thing, and I think I've seen like a couple several minute videos. I think you need a couple like 15-second, 20-second, 30-second killer bits of video that would probably draw some attention.
Interesting. Yeah, I've been trying to. We made the TikTok, and the time limit there is 60 seconds. And even that gets, it depends on what we're talking about, but it gets pretty tough. But I think you're right. Like that kind of zoomer attention span
of the fucking, it's nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's okay for sure. That's fair. That is for sure fair. So now Jayda, the floor is yours. You have a question for us?
I don't. You could move right on to the next boy. I was just popping in to say hey.
Cool, for sure, man.
We appreciate it,
All
dude.
right, we'll take that, and thank you. Do you have any
Top tier
closing
video, of
thoughts,
course, you
last
posted.
words?
I don't know what episode it was. It was a couple episodes ago. The Spycraft suggestion switch on Cold War was fucking crucial, dude. I only run Spycraft now.
Yeah, it's such a good yellow perk. Interesting. Very
Super
cool.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you got some utility out of that. Because once I thought about it, I was like, well, I should run this. I agree with you, by the way. It's a fucking game changer. I run Spycraft on like everything I can.
Yeah.
It's a very good Cold War perk. Yeah, cool. For sure.
All
For
right,
sure.
boys.
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you for being around. Thank you for having arguably the sexiest voice on on Discord. And certainly a face to match. I wasn't expecting the long hair, to be honest, but I'm not mad about it. And for those of you who are wondering what the fuck we're talking about, join the fucking Discord, of course. And
Join the fucking Discord.
Join the fucking Discord.
Amen. And JaydaPinkett finally revealed he did what we asked very graciously. He recorded a video of him shirtless and talking. So
he
we
is of
finally
age.
got that fire content. He is
Very
of
much
age,
of age.
unfortunately. That's a joke.
Double age.
Surprised you didn't say you wanted to fuck him from Gift's
Double
question.
of age. Perhaps I should have. If I had more time to think about it, I maybe my answers would be slightly different. But the novelty of an Australian boy really gets my huge white dick hard. So
okay.
Anyways,
Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
Honestly, you guys fucking I was playing casually a bit, and then I went on Apple iTunes to search for a podcast that was Warzone or Call of Duty oriented, and you were like the third, fourth one down, or I listened to a couple, and you fucking killed it, man. You seriously, like, you have cornered a space that was empty. There's a fucking void there, and you guys just did it. You did it very well. There's fun and community, and it's all there. You guys have done an incredible job, and I'm proud to be a part of this community.
Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
dude, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. It means a lot. And it's cool. I've said this many times, but it feels very validating when adults who have their life together actually enjoy the program or think we're doing something right, because it's like, hey, maybe they're right. Maybe we are. So that means a lot, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. And
you're doing good shit.
Cool, man. Hopefully we'll see you tonight.
Okay.
All right, brother. So enjoy the break,
Thank you,
and
dude.
we'll see you tonight. Thanks for calling in, bud.
Peace.
All right, bye.
Okay, Grima with another 200 and Balake with 5 gifted subs again. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate that.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You caught up?
Yes. So
who's next?
Next was Camper.
KingKamper. Oh boy, KingKamper. Okay. KingKamper is on air and he's deafened, so he can't hear us, of course. So he's listening to the stream, and there he is. And he muted again just to piss me off. Fuck you, KingKamper, and welcome to the call-in. You are on air, KingKamper. How are you doing today? And tell us about yourself.
I'm doing pretty good. Saturday.
Gotta
love fucking Saturday. Well, I live in Maine. I'm an adult. I'm an old man.
You're a boomer.
You're a boomer. That's correct.
Yeah, not quite as old as Gifty, but I'm close. I think, did he say 37? Gifty 37?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe he did. He said he wasn't sure, but it's 37, so we'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 36, so I'm right up there.
Okay, for sure.
I just started gaming when the pandemic started.
Oh,
really?
I've never been a gamer.
Interesting. Very interesting. That's actually super interesting because my working theory has always been that if you listen to a podcast about a video game, you've been gaming since before you could walk, because you have to be a super nerd to go this far into a video game. But you're kind of defying my thought there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would also say that, you know, if you have an addictive personality, you might not be a nerd, but if you start fucking gaming with an addictive personality, you might do things like, you know, go on Spotify and look up, you know, who's got a Call of Duty podcast.
Yeah.
You know, because you want to, like, you know, your whole fucking life is just Call of Duty now.
Yes, I feel you on this so much. I sympathize. I couldn't agree more. Okay, interesting. How long have you been listening?
I've been listening, geez, right after the pandemic started. I don't know, it was pretty, probably 10 episodes before the one about your console versus
console is a computer.
Yeah,
Award-winning episode of
that
the
one.
program. Yes,
that one. Yeah.
That's a long time then. That's a long time. 10 before that is a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't listened to all of them because I think your podcasts are too fucking long. I got shit to do. Yeah, I can't listen to that shit.
Interesting.
See, that's how I feel about a lot of podcasts. So when people say like, "Oh, I want longer episodes," I'm personally the opposite. I'm like, if I see a 3-hour episode and I see a 50-minute episode, I listen to the 50.
Yep.
I'm that same way. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like Tim Ferriss. I used to like Tim Ferriss, and I was like, I can't fucking listen to this.
Yeah.
Tim Ferriss has some thick episodes for sure. I like his podcast. What would your ideal length of time for a podcast episode be in general?
55 minutes.
55 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That is a fair thing to mention. But yeah, a long time you've been listening. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
Well, I mean, one of my favorite moments just happened. Actually, someone said that one of their dislikes or least favorite things about the pod is JWeb accusing people of hacking. So that was a moment that I've really come to enjoy.
Yeah, it's got a big fat smile on your face hearing that.
Yeah, so I mean, that Tommy, the guy that's like going into people's computers.
Yeah.
That's what JWeb should do.
That's perhaps what JWeb should do. Yeah. We love JWeb here, of course.
He's hungover right now, so yeah. Shit on him.
Well, he gets a little twisted at the Hangouts, along with Gift and pretty much everyone else. But yeah, interesting. Okay, that's a very new moment. I like it. I like the change. You've been a little bit different in these answers, and I appreciate that. So I think you said what you'd like to see us improve on. Shorter episodes, perhaps, but maybe if you have any other improvements you'd like to see us make, what would they be?
Maybe you guys could. What are these streamers doing recently where they just drop money in their followers' bank accounts? You guys can start doing that.
So that's a cool thing called being sponsored by Jack Dorsey's Cash App.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know.
Or making $2 million a month on Twitch alone.
by the way, I'm Cash App. If you're listening, you're not. I would love to take this feedback under advisement and implement it. So if you want to bankroll some,
No. Seriously though, what you could do to improve is ban Bjorn from the drugs and alcohol channel on the Discord.
We could do that.
Yeah, if you're under 13.
Well, which of course Bjorn isn't because that's against the terms of service. But if you are 13, then maybe that's an inappropriate channel.
Yeah. I think that if you did interviews more, that would be appealing in all seriousness. So
With whom?
I would be interested if you interviewed, I don't know, anything that's connected to the Call of Duty community, like a content creator. And it doesn't have to be like someone that you obviously aren't going to get an interview with, but there's up and coming content creators. There are maybe a low level Activision employee that doesn't make enough money to give two fucks about being interviewed or not.
Anonymize his voice and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there's people that might, do a
well, are you going to be around this evening, Camper?
Yeah, I'll be around. Yep.
Okay, maybe you might like some of tonight's episode, perhaps.
Good deal.
So,
you giving away free shit?
It's well, clever.
Maybe the opposite.
Okay, we'll get
keep me in mind, huh?
Yeah,
we'll
for
sure
around.
keep that in mind. Okay, so, one question for us. What would you like to ask?
I don't really have a question for you guys. To be honest, I feel like I already know. You talk so much.
Yeah,
we share entirely.
I don't.
Much
He
this
does.
Program, of course. Yeah, that is of course true.
I guess the question would be: is Tanner?
Oh boy.
How long till you quit your job?
Good question.
Yeah, I know you're not going to answer it. You'll probably address it in tonight's show.
Yeah, maybe we'll hit it tonight. That's possible.
Yeah,
we'll just trying to feel it out a little bit here,
Yeah, well, we'll get into it. So
any spoilers?
Maybe I'll do it on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, once then we can talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
So you'll see. We'll figure it out.
Well, Camper.
Good deal, boys. Hey, I got to go. The pizza just got here,
let's
so I got to go eat some fucking pizza.
Okay,
Later,
buddy.
dude. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Enjoy that pizza. Sober up for tonight's episode of the program. You will like it, especially, I think, in light of these answers you've given.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thanks for calling and thanks for being around in the community, man. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, no, you guys have done a good thing. I enjoyed it, and you've helped me kill hours of my life, become more productive every day. Unproductive.
And I hope we can help you waste more time in the future, bud.
All right.
Cool. All right, bud. He is
okay.
gone. So next,
we
should get to Crispy Boy. I know he's late, but he came later.
I pulled
want to
in.
get him too. Yeah, you're good.
What's up, dude?
Okay. Jaron.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. Yourselves enjoying tonight?
I'm having an absolute blast so far, and it's gonna get even crazier, dude. So,
good.
Jaron, tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? How's life?
Well, my name is Jake. No, I'm just kidding. Jaron. Obviously, y'all can tell.
Strong name. Yeah.
You'd be the ninth Jake in the Discord.
Jaron, God tier name, right?
Yeah,
Tanner?
for sure.
I like
God
it.
tier.
I like the name Jaron. Yeah.
God tier beard too. I'm a 33-year-old. Live in northern Minnesota. I deliver mail.
You sound like you're bearded, by the way.
Oh, I'm definitely.
If I heard
bearded.
your voice and someone asked me, "Does this man have a beard?" I would say, "Of course he does."
Can't deny that, right?
Yeah.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid all around.
Yeah.
Can't beat
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
But,
well, we'll need some selfies, but let's. Yeah.
Oh, I sent you one. You've seen him.
Yeah, he's
big
posted
bearded
them.
motherfucker. Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful stuff.
I'll have to scour. I've been a little preoccupied.
A little.
Anyways, yeah. Working on. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, but other than that, I'm just one of the boomers here in the Discord. 33, father of two, pretty lame.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, having a family's not lame, and I, of course, envy you. But let's move on here. How long have you been listening to the program?
Dude, get this. I joined in episode 87.
Wow, a new frog.
87. I jumped. Yeah, I'm one of the newest frogs here. I jumped in right after Cold War.
Okay.
I was looking for a podcast about zombies mode, and your aunt's algorithm must be working because
yeah,
the number one was a podcast that ended 2 years ago, and they talked all zombies. That was it. Number two was you dipshits, and neither of you have ever talked zombies.
Nope, we sure haven't. Well, she's making moves for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Aunt
Dude,
Riley is on our side.
Makes the world go round.
Yeah. Well, you've been absolutely scammed. That's pretty funny that you search. So you searched like Call of Duty Zombies podcast, and we were second.
Yeah, second. I couldn't believe it, and I looked a little bit, and I was like, oh, maybe they have in the Patreon. Got scammed for $5. Listened some more. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. They got me for a whopping $20 a month. Why
Let's
not?
fucking go. Well, we appreciate that. That's interesting. Yeah, I think you're the newest call-in so far, which is
I think so. Everybody else is real old G, so I feel pretty special being here.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
Dude, I'm one of the guys who've been going through the back catalog and starting at the beginning again.
Okay.
And I echo Gifty Boy, that goddamn gem he is.
Yeah,
Love
an absolute
Gifty.
gem. Yeah, he's a
Man,
treasure.
the best.
Yeah.
But it's campers. You know Raz has had too many when you see it.
I was pretty lit that night.
Man, you went all over the map, and it was just a gem to listen to. I laughed my ass off for the good last hour of the podcast.
Interesting. I might have to revisit that one. I really enjoyed that episode. Actually, I enjoyed writing the notes and recording it was fun too. So, pardon?
But yeah. Other than that, man, I gotta say, all the Patreon episodes where you guys talk gameplay, great. But the in real life stuff has been my favorite.
Very interesting.
Okay, another one of those. I like that. I'd like to hear that.
Okay.
Dude,
yeah.
I mean, you guys have good banter, and I mean, you guys seem like two pretty smart individuals.
Well,
you got your shit together, and it's just good to hear fucking a couple guys get along and have some good conversations.
I wouldn't say we get along, but yeah.
Or that we're smart, of course. But yeah, interesting.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep those things in mind for sure. What would you like to see us improve on?
Dude, honestly, nothing. You guys, what you're doing and building here is spectacular. There's not many things I see that are wrong with this so far.
Perfect. Cool.
We'll take that for sure. So, okay, good to know. And then, do you have a question for us?
Yes, and if anybody sees me on the Discord, this question's going to be really out of line for where I am. What impresses you guys more? The growth of your podcast or the community you've built around it?
Ooh,
wow,
that's a spicy question.
That is
Tanner,
the growth or the community. I mean, obviously they go hand in hand, but I think I'd have to say the community, because you're right. It's like the podcast has benefited us, but it's also benefited a ton of you guys. I mean, as we were just discussing, like so many people have become friends. There's people playing in the Discord together at all hours of the day, always. I mean, a bunch of guys have started streaming because of us, so they tell us. I mean, we have people, send us DMs all the time. They're like, dude, seriously, like, thank you. Like, I play with this person all the time. I have a lot of fun. Thank you guys for building this community. So, I think that's the answer, because there's been people basically telling us. I think it's a little overboard, honestly, but people have told us like it's changed their lives, and it's like, they're in kind of a bad spot, and they feel at home here with everyone else. So that's cool to see. So yeah, I think that's my answer.
I think I agree. So like when you talk about like podcast like growth, I am very proud of that. And as Tanner said, they do go hand in hand. But if I was forced to disentangle them, the growth of the podcast, just like analytically, statistically, has been very surprising, and I'm very proud of that. Tanner and I both are, but the community aspect, and this is again something we'll get into this evening a lot more, but it's given us a lot of, it's it's very cool in a way that I didn't expect. Like, I didn't expect to give a shit about a community, you know? I've never been the type of guy who, like, is, like, thirsting for a community or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that we've, like, got one, it's like, fuck, I love it, man. And I would hate to see it, like, go.
And it took a while to get there. I feel like the pod grew more, and then the Discord was growing, but then, you know, people were talking in it, but once it got to a point where a few of them started playing together, then it just, like, exploded, and now a bunch of people play together. So that took longer than I thought it would, honestly, for like the growth of the program comparing the two. But
yeah,
it's fantastic
they weren't
now.
like linear at first, but now the Discord's like exploding too, which is super cool. So yeah, I would also say that the community aspect, and like Tanner said too, it's really cool that like people who would not have otherwise, for example, hit affiliate nearly as soon now do, because they already have this like group of friends and they're all helping each other out. So like Rizzle Music, friend of the program, whom we will be listening to this evening, follow him on Spotify, stream his music now. He just hit affiliate last night, and like that would have been a more difficult road. Not that it's like terribly difficult to do, but it would have been a harder go if I would venture to say, and maybe he can contest me if I'm wrong, but it would have been harder to do that without like this community of people. So it's like a bunch of our listeners will go listen to other listeners, and now it's like there's this web, this like ecosystem of like everyone in the community, and everyone's just helping each other, and Evan's making fucking intro music, and fucking GWS is giving me tax advice, and then Face Esquire is threatening to sue Charlie Intel on our behalf. That's a joke. It's just like all these like crazy like connections that are formed, and it just makes everyone like stronger. And it's I'm very surprised and very proud and happy about that. But I cut you off, Jaron. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I grabbed Rizzle's first founder badge. So yeah, it's impressive to see just what this community does.
Dude.
Yeah, had to, fucking had to, right?
Yeah, he's a
no.
Yeah.
I mean, what you guys are doing here, it's literally just a fucking podcast about video games.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. And once it's a niche, a fucking niche spot in the world. And Raz, when you guys hit 200 on that little podcast list, you were thrilled. You guys hit 50 2 weeks ago, and you acted like it was no big deal.
Well,
let's get real here. What you guys are doing is insane, and it's beautiful to see. I'm proud of you guys. I'm very excited to see what you guys have in store tonight. And I'm proud of everybody that's a part of this community, because you're all awesome as fuck too.
Damn.
Awesome,
Thank you,
man.
dude. Kind words there.
We really appreciate it. Very kind words. And it is, like you said, it's interesting getting a perspective of someone who is like newer to the whole Discord, and what a relatively fresh set of eyes sees. And I'm happy to hear that it's good things. So
well, hey, you guys built it. I'm just glad to be a part of it. But one more thing before I depart. Tanner, you said your mother is your hero, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Give her some fucking grandchildren, you selfish rat.
Well,
true.
Let's go, boys. Thanks for having me on. Can't wait to see what you guys have in store tonight.
All right, Jen. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the call in. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, we'll see you tonight, bud.
All right, sounds good.
All right, peace. That was a good one.
Okay. Next was Easy.
Easy peasy. All right, let's do it. Easy peasy. ZC. Change it, of course. Welcome, brother. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Yourselves?
We're doing well. I'm hearing an accent. I'm detecting an accent, I think. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Oh.
Okay, another Aussie. Very cool. Very
I mainly lurk around here, but because I'm working a whole bunch, but you know how it is.
Yeah,
very nice.
For sure. Tell us about yourself. What's your name? And do you stream? What do you do? What's life like for you?
I'm a chef. I work like 60 to 80 hours a week, just trying to save up.
Interesting.
Get on the grind. Yeah, not much else, man. All I do is work. So
yeah,
interesting.
So tell me about chicken parmesan. What type of sauce would you do a meat sauce or a red sauce? And if it's red sauce, would you say a meat sauce on a chicken parm is offensive to you as a culinary expert?
Well, in my small town, I swear that's all they eat is chicken palmies. So
Interesting. Okay.
But red sauce, no meat sauce, no.
No meat sauce? Does that make you
would
mauled?
love.
Suggest it?
No, definitely not. No, you can put whatever the fuck you want on top of it, really, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true,
of course,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's put anything on fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, amen. Exactly. That's of course true. Okay, very cool. How long have you been listening?
Since episode 20.
Oh wow.
Jesus, long time, very long time. When
Yeah,
did you
like I
join
said-
the Patreon?
Not till like more recently, yeah. Like
What's your
I've been
name on
saving
there?
my ass out. Oh, down to pound 69.
Okay, got it. So you've been here a while though.
Yeah.
You've been on the Patreon a while because I vividly remember seeing that name. So very interesting. Okay. Do you have a favorite moment or favorite episode of the program in your time here?
Most of the time, the best times are when Tanner talks shit about you, but
of course, there.
Okay, well,
yeah.
that's the
it's also
second
the
time we've heard that.
truth.
Now, specifically the moment where he told you was shit because you didn't like Search and Destroy.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's an old episode.
that is
Yeah.
an old frog episode. For sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the
Search
only
is
thing I used to
fun.
play in Modern Warfare. It's
Yeah.
the best thing in Modern Warfare. I never played nothing else.
He's never tried it,
Very
so he wouldn't
interesting.
know anyways. Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's the best game mode.
Well, I mean, the stakes are higher. The stakes are in between regular multiplayer and like Warzone. So I get it kind of, but that's perhaps a topic for another time. But that's an interesting. I forgot about that, but now I remember that you bring it up. So very interesting. What would you like to see us improve upon?
Nothing really. Maybe some longer episodes. That's
Okay.
Yeah, really about it.
Okay,
So,
longer
okay.
episodes.
So get
Yeah.
scammed, camper. Everyone else wants longer
be,
ones.
be nicer to the CDL pros, man. Maybe a little bit.
Oh,
you know?
well, no.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
more. Wait. Tell me more about this. Tell me
Well,
more about
just
this.
like those cunts grind, man. Like
Oh yeah.
they. I'm watching it right now as we are talking.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's on. Huh?
Yeah. But yeah, no. Nothing really, right?
Yeah, interesting. The CDL pros. Are we that mean to CDL pros?
Yeah.
You call them controller shitters. I'm pretty sure that most of them could smoke any 4 stack you put together.
Well, yeah, if they're on controller. That's a joke, kind of. No. There. I think this is probably similar to the way we talk about controller users. We perhaps go a little overboard. I'm not saying you're accusing me of this, but to be clear, first of all, if I could be a CDL pro, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would do it in a heartbeat. They scrim a lot. Doesn't sound ideal. I'd prefer to do this podcast. But you know, it's a great fucking gig, and they're obviously very talented. There are millions of people who want to be in the CDL, and there's only like 6 people on a team. So these individuals are obviously very skilled, and I wouldn't take that away from them. I just they're using
No,
controllers.
you guys
is all
talk a
I'm
lot of
saying.
shit, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. So, anyways, okay, very interesting. We'll keep that in mind. Do you have a question for us?
Oh yes. Do you guys listen to rap or hip hop and any albums you particularly like?
Tanner?
Because you guys talk about heavy metal a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't. I kind of, like I said, I really don't listen to music at all that much currently, but like I kind of just listen to the top hits. Sometimes I don't know what to listen to, so if I have to listen to music, I just open up Spotify and play like today's top hits. So I mean, it's usually shit,
Taylor
but
Swift.
it's usually shit, but yeah, I don't really listen to it now.
So for me, yeah, heavy metal's like my main thing for sure, just metal in general. So I'm not like a huge hip hop like head or rap fan or whatever, but I will say, I've listened to quite a bit of Immortal Technique.
Oh yeah,
And
that's a good pick.
I really enjoy some of his stuff. I was in 10th grade when my friend James, what was his last name? I forget. Doesn't matter.
It wasn't your friend then.
He comes in with to our history class, because our history class was a joke, with his iPod, old school iPods. Boomers will know what those are. And he was like, dude, listen to this song and listen to the lyrics. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's like rap. And I was like, oh God, okay. And he's like, trust me, dude, just listen to the fucking lyrics. And can you guess what song he put on?
Is it the one about the mom and the
Yes.
son? Yeah.
Yes. Dance with the Devil by Immortal
That's the one.
Technique. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy, it blew my dumb 15-year-old mind. And then I listened to like some more of his shit, and I think he's very talented. You know, he sounds good. His raps are good. His flow is good, as you kids would say. But also the narrative structure of a lot of the stuff I've listened to from him is very cool. On the topic of just fucking crazy, like, catchy, clever lines, I'm a very big fan of shit like that when I'm like, ooh, that was clever. And Montana of 300 is this dude I listened to a lot in college. And he makes his own stuff, but he'll also remix like super popular songs with his own lyrics, and they're just a million times better. And I fucking love his remixes, dude. Montana of 300, you should look him up. My favorite one is a remix of Try Me. It's so fucking clever. Every line is just so clever, and I like really appreciate the lyricism. It's so good. I was about to start quoting lines, but
let's not.
My skin's a couple shades too light to do that. So I would say, yeah, that. But any great question. Anything else to add? Any closing thoughts you wanted to say?
No, thank you guys heaps. Congrats on 101 episodes, hey.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you being around. Keep grinding. Keep making those chicken parms, and hopefully we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, see you guys there.
All right, bud. Bye-bye.
Okay.
By the way,
GenHero.
EzPz sounds like another handsome young man. Very handsome.
Oh, they usually are,
I
yeah.
have to say. He sounds like a handsome young man. And I wish I had remembered. But anyway. GenHero. GenHero, you're on air with a muted microphone. Change it. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it?
Okay.
We can
let's go to the next one.
We'll circle
Let's
back.
hit Zeo.
XeoCam, okay. Zeo, you're on air with a muted microphone. Zeo, can you unmute your microphone?
There we
go. Zeo, welcome to the program. How are you? Still can't hear you, bud. I'm seeing your thing light up, but you're not making noises. Try saying something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Very barely, but yes.
Hey, guys.
Okay, I'll turn you up, okay?
Turn him up, yeah, okay. What's up, dude? How are you? Who are you, and how's life?
Good. I'm just, my name's Cameron. I just turned 19.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in college right now at a trade school in Texas, so I'm finna graduate here in a little bit.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nice. Very cool. How long you been listening?
I started listening in August, I think, this summer. I just looked up on iTunes. I was kind of casual, but then I just started taking it like more seriously and stuff. And then I looked up podcasts and I was bored at work, and y'all were like, I think the third one to come up. And
Oh, well, he should have been first, but
yeah, interesting. That's a long time. Are you able to turn up the volume of your microphone, Cam? What?
Is it louder now?
No,
we'll just deal with it. It
sounds like death.
It's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine. We can hear you. It's fine. But another time you should look into raising your Discord mic volume because you're real quiet. But it's good. Okay. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
Probably the one about PC. Specifically about PC.
Oh, the one about PC. Yeah.
PC. Got it.
Console is a computer.
I just switched over, so.
Okay.
Oh, another
PS4 and
convert. Okay.
And then I switched over to PC.
Perfect.
I see. Well, I'm surprised so many people love that episode. It was award winning, of course, so it's not terribly surprising. But yeah, that's been, I think it's been the #1 pick so far, which is surprising to me, but interesting.
Yeah, it's a popular one.
What would you like to see us improve on, Cameron?
Not much. Y'all are doing a really good job, and what y'all have here is really special. You know, your community is great, but I do think maybe like if y'all just stream, like you don't have to turn on your face cam. Like when y'all are just playing, like just like on a Tuesday night when you're just like grinding or something. Like don't even put on, like if you don't want to turn on your face cam or whatever and interact with anybody, just turn on the stream. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Interesting.
That's an idea
That
for
does
sure.
make sense. That's something I've thought of doing too, but
just turn it on because like what if somebody like comes by and they're like, oh, I like this, you know, and like they stay by, like they stick with it, you know.
Yeah.
And they find the podcast that way too. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like just stream more, like just why not, you know?
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I think you're right. Yeah, and that's something we thought about. I think Tanner needs to take that under advisement more than I do, but we could probably both afford to sprinkle in some more streams. So anyways, Cameron, do you have a question for us?
Yeah. Do you think COD will ever die? And if so, why and when would it? When would COD die off?
So do you think COD would ever die? If so, when do you think? Okay. I think COD would be NY. Okay. I think COD would be in a horrible, horrible place right now. Possibly the worst it's ever been if Warzone wasn't out.
Absolutely true.
Because everyone is extremely disappointed in Cold War, it seems. I mean, there's not many people that really seem to enjoy it that much, and it's an unfinished game essentially. So if Warzone wasn't out, I think COD would be on the track to dying currently. I don't know what would take its place though. There's honestly not any good games out right now. It's kind of a fucking mess out there. Somebody needs to make a really good BR. But Warzone has saved Call of Duty, so we were wrong about that in the beginning. We thought nobody was going to play it. It wasn't going to be popular. Well, yeah, we were fucking wrong as hell. It's alive and well. It's just continuing to grow. So as long as Warzone is popular, which if they update it correctly and have working attachments, I can see this still being very popular for a few years to come. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe COD will stop making multiplayer games. They won't, but I mean, people prefer Warzone now. So it's, I don't think we're going to see the end of it anytime soon. And that is because of Warzone, not because of Cold War or Modern Warfare.
CDL is helping too, I think a little bit.
The CDL is helping?
Oh, CDL.
Like the CDL is like helping bring like more people to Call of Duty maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Exposure and shit. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So my opinion here is a BR is not terribly difficult for a new studio to make and to make well, I don't think. And I don't think first person shooter arcade style multiplayer is terribly hard to make either. So like World of Warcraft, like that will never be replaced as an MMO because it's so fucking difficult for a new studio to make an MMO and to enter that space. I don't think that's true for either multiplayer or battle royale. I actually think it's pretty fucking easy. So I don't have any idea how this could be predicted, and I don't think it's anytime soon just because Activision is such a giant in this space and they have so many resources that I don't think Call of Duty is going to die anytime soon. And I think in the next, inside of 3 years, we're going to have a good anti-cheat. We're going to have a new Call of Duty BR that's like better than this one. And they're going to continue making multiplayer games. So I don't see it dying in even remotely soon, just because of how many resources they have. But it is possible that some new studio, some Ukrainian dev team makes a fucking really good BR, and then Warzone just like none of the streamers play it, and then none of the consumers play it. And then I could kind of see the same thing happening for multiplayer. Yeah. But it's hard to predict like when or how. I think basically they're not going to fall to their own devices. I think if they are to be dethroned, it would be by an up-and-comer who makes a better product. And I don't see that happening anytime terribly soon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Cool. Good question,
Cam. We gotta move on because Tanner's gonna have to eat dinner soon. But any closing words here?
I do plan on joining the Damascus Patron. I'm gold right now, but I'm gonna get a job.
Let's go, dude.
In college, so I'm gonna join the Damascus. I'm planning to be really active in that too. So I'm very excited.
Awesome, man.
Can't wait, dude.
We would be happy to have you. I know you've been in the Patreon quite a while and in chat because I've seen your name quite a bit. So. So we thank you for your participation, for being super active, and make sure before you upgrade to Damascus, you instead take those dollars and buy a new microphone. And then you can join Damascus because we can't hear you.
Figure this out because I'm on a headset. I have like the HyperX headset, so I just have it plugged in on the back of the.
You're probably using in Windows the wrong recording device. You're probably using like your webcam's microphone instead of your headset, and that's why no one can hear you.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
So I would look into that. But yeah, we're gonna move on. So thank you, Cam. I appreciate it, dude.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Jen
again?
DM'd me. He's fixed. Yeah. Trevor, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, dude. Let's fucking go.
GenHero, take 2. Can you hear us, sir?
Yeah, what's up?
There we go. What's up, brother? How are you? Welcome. How's your day going? And tell us about yourself.
Going pretty good. Been playing COD the last couple of years. I found you guys looking for a podcast about Warzone, like everyone else, pretty much.
Gotcha. Okay, for sure. And when was this? How long you been listening?
This was around October. Whenever you uploaded the year in review for MW, that's when I started listening.
Oh wow. So a relative new frog as well. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Year in review. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Do you have a favorite episode or moment of all time?
You wearing the dress is pretty far up there.
Oh,
you're such a piece
his
of
tight
shit,
little
Rat.
red dress.
My pretty red dress.
Maybe he'll be
yeah,
wearing
well,
one tonight. We'll see.
Of course. Well, I won't be.
I mean, that's the type of fan service that I'm looking for.
That's the kind of fan
I'll be right
service.
back.
Okay, well, I'll take that under advisement. Maybe buy a couple another cute little numbers, as it were. So very interesting. What would you like to see us improve on?
I think pretty much you're doing good. The one thing I would recommend is maybe multi-streaming, so stream it on the YouTube channel at the same time as Twitch.
Yeah.
So you have like the 2 going. I know that's a lot taxing on a PC. I don't know much about that, but
It's no more encoding. It's something we could set up. I kind of am thinking about it. The problem is, then you have more chat rooms to like interact with, and people will feel like ignored if they're like typing in YouTube, but I'm only reading Twitch or whatever. So it has some complications, but that is something that some people recommend doing. So more exposure and shit. It's not a bad idea. And that's something I plan on looking into. Okay. So do you have a question for us?
I want to know, like, after Warzone is done, what do you think the next Call of Duty project outside of like the yearly title is going to be?
Ooh,
like another
shit.
VR.
Interesting. So, okay, well, if a separate BR is an option after Warzone, then I think that'd be the answer. Yeah. Because, I mean, at some point they can't keep doing this seamless transition bullshit, and they'll have to just make an entire new game. And at the rate of how much money and how popular Warzone has been, it's obvious they would just do another BR of some capacity. I mean, all these people want like 300-person servers, which I think is dumb, but who knows? Maybe we'll eventually get something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's really no other game modes I can think of that you can do, or something else besides just regular COD multiplayer or BR. I mean, unless somebody comes up with another title all of a sudden, like they did with BRs a few years back. I think it'd have to be just another Battle Royale mode.
Yep, I agree with that 1000%. I find it inconceivable that the next thing Call of Duty does is anything other than their next BR. They've made so much $3 million per day in microtransactions from Warzone. They're going to make another free-to-play BR. I would bet a significant amount of money on that, I would say.
Yeah.
I think that's like pretty obvious by every metric, I would say. So, good question. GenHero, do you have anything else you wanted to add? Anything to plug, etc.?
Oh, that's all. Just keep doing what you're doing, guys.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for calling in. Thank you for joining the community. Another new frog. It's nice to get the new frog perspective, and we appreciate that. You going to be around tonight?
For sure. Made this
Excellent.
Twitch just to watch.
Let's go, dude.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of converts to Twitch as well. Well,
It's
thank
a
you
trash
again.
app, but
It's a terrible app and a terrible website, which we will perhaps get into. But yeah, thank you again, Jen. I appreciate it, and we'll see you tonight, buddy.
All right, see ya.
All right, man.
Thanks, dude.
Next up, we got what? 3 more?
Well, okay. We've already gone an hour too long. We need to figure this out. I mean, this could be another 20, 30 minutes. I got stuff to do beforehand.
If you have to go, then we can just wrap, I guess.
I mean, I feel bad leaving people, but I mean, we've already gone more than an hour past what we were going to.
I wonder if I can just fire up my stream. Should I just do that?
I mean, if you want to do it solo.
Uh,
Unless we just fucking drag them all in and ask them the same questions and they fire them off real quick.
Yeah, let's.
You want to do that? You want to try it? Just get them all
Can
in
you
here.
just leave your stream on and I can just finish with you just leave your stream on?
Save it for the start of later.
No.
Yeah, because we're recording this. Why don't we just drag them all in real quick?
Okay, sure.
We can each ask them the question they can all answer.
All right. All right.
Gentlemen, trying something here. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Brew, you are muted, brother.
Yeah, man. Gotcha.
Okay. So, welcome, boys. Sorry we have to do this, but Tanner's really got to go. So we're still gonna do everything, but we're just gonna do it with all three of you here. So, Tanner's got to get going. So try and be as brief as possible. And again, we apologize. So Crisp, Das, and Papashitto, how are you guys doing? We will start with Mr. Crispy Boy. Who are you, and how's life?
Good, man. I've been in this community since episode 15. Most people in here actually know me as Notoriety, anyways.
Yep.
But
yes.
Yeah. Now CrispEclair, because I changed it so I could be the same across all platforms for what I plan on doing.
And Raz called it a change it. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a change it because I had TTV at the end.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Of a Twitch TV account.
Yeah.
So that was just stupid.
Yes. Well, we're happy you've changed it. DasBrew, tell us about yourself.
I'm a kind of a new frog. I joined probably August of last year. I'm from the East Coast, Georgia, so I'm kind of a Spotify listener most of the time. Try to catch it live when I can. New frog to the community, but hoping I can grow and meet some people and play. So
awesome, man. Awesome. Good to hear. A Georgian, a thick Southern accent, which we love to hear. Another handsome sounding individual, and we have another Southerner here by the name of Papashitto, formerly known as Papashitto. Pop, tell us about yourself.
Well, real name's Drew. I am
It's
also
Shitto,
a welder.
The real name's Shit.
I am also a welder by day, like a few others in this community. There's a lot more than I thought there was. But
That is
I
weird.
save most of the podcast for work, but I do catch it live in the pre-show sometimes.
Same.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people do that. They just leave after the pre-show because they want to listen at work and stuff, which is super cool. Okay, so I think we got everyone's. Pop, how long have you been listening? I think you're the only one that didn't mention it.
Oh yeah, I think it's early 30s, maybe late 20s, but I didn't use Discord before this podcast. Like I downloaded Discord and everything solely for this, and then I got into other Discord servers and stuff. But
same for you guys, or what, Chris?
Yeah. After your guys' PC episode, I went the next day with a buddy of mine who builds PCs for a living and does IT work. Spent $4,000 to build an entirely new PC.
Let's go, baby.
It's a good machine.
Yeah, and he built it for me, and ever since then, I've been watching like Linus Tech Tips and all that stuff. And
yeah, great YouTube
Been
channel.
learning a lot about it, and now I can actually build my own PCs, and I've been doing that on my off time.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, I'm still a console peasant, but some people have to work for a living.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
I feel that he's right. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not on that California unemployment. Yeah.
I'm working on the PC though. I'm gonna get one soon.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We've made fun of you enough, so I would hope so.
Very cool. Yeah. Nothing wrong with being on console, by the way. Getting into the PC world is an actual unironic investment. Like it takes a lot of
It's
money.
also a disaster. Something's always going
and
wrong.
it's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, computers are shit, of course. So anyways, yeah. Okay, good to know. Crisp, do you have a favorite moment or favorite episode of the program?
I wouldn't say like a favorite moment, I guess. It's just more your guys' personality is what like brings me back every time. I mean, your intro alone, like it's whoever created that tag that you have, small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
Yeah.
It's almost something that's just it's trademarked at this point, but not for real. And
Yeah.
it's just it's amazing. And then you guys have so many little catchphrases that just fit in perfect. But then it's also at the very end of every single podcast, you guys have a different way of saying stay humble. And that's just like after you guys have done your complaints and your opinions and everything, it's just like, hey, it's a podcast about a video game. Just stay humble and chill.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, just
True.
fucking
I'm glad
relax.
you see the
love it.
wisdom in that. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Very cool. Doss, what about you, bud?
Well, we all love to hear Tanner just shit on Raz, right?
Yeah.
But
Apparently, I'm learning this today.
But-
yeah.
Oh, you,
Sure.
okay, you've known
But
it.
yeah, I think the ugly was a really good episode for me because it was finally somebody that was just shitting on Warzone, shitting on Modern Warfare, and I was like, finally, I'm not the only person that has all of
thank
these.
God.
Raz also thought of every single little thought, anything to do with the game that he didn't like, he put in. I mean, everything. He thought of it all.
Take much effort, by the
No.
way, because the game is shit. Doss, you're the first person to say, no, you're not the first person, but you're the first person this afternoon who said, oh, I'm glad you guys shit on MDub because it's shit.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely shit.
I'm glad. I'm very happy to hear that. So, okay, bet. The Ugly was a fantastic episode of the program, by the way. Award-winning, in fact. Papashitto, favorite moment or episode? What about you, bud?
Favorite moment after one of the hangouts, after I get done shit talking everybody in there because they're all garbage and worse than me. A lot of the times we'll have these late night like talks that'll go on to 3 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever, my time at least. And there was one specific night where you stayed, J-Web, I think Evan and Face. And
I remember
we
this.
talked about everything under the sun. That was really interesting and probably my
Yeah, they
favorite moment of the time.
some of these guys stay up pretty damn late there, huh?
And that I don't even think I didn't go to bed that night. That was that was like till 6 a.m.
One of those nights, yeah.
My time at least.
Yeah, that I remember that specifically, Pop. That was very, very fun to do. And patreon.com/thedropshot, of course. Sometimes, yeah, the hangouts officially end, and then some people like stay, and then we go late into the night. That's interesting, Pop. That was a good night, though. I remember that too. So very interesting. Crisp, what would you like to see us improve on?
Oh my gosh. Raz, make your fucking bed more often.
Oh, my bed's super made, dude.
It's made now, and it drives me up a wall.
Made.
It drives me up a wall. You
Why
do
do you get so
nothing.
mad about this?
You work from home.
Yeah.
You do nothing but sit in the same sweaty, stained chair all
It's sweat
day.
stained for sure.
And you have 17 to 20 hours a day, depending on how much you want to sleep, to just turn around and spend 10 seconds to make the damn bed.
Very
and it's like,
interesting.
it's like, it's so easy. You do all this work for wherever you work and in this podcast, yet making your bed is too difficult for you.
That is, of course, true. And we've if anyone else listening is mauled about this, congratulations, you've just been diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder.
Military.
Oh, okay. Or your ex-military, yeah, where you would be flogged and thrown in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
For not making your bed. That does make sense. That is a fair criticism. Okay, I'll take it under advisement. DasBrew, what could we improve on?
Obviously move to God's country, right? So that your live stream doesn't start at 10 p.m. for me. Get out of Libtardville.
You're in Texas, you said, right?
No.
Or Georgia. Georgia, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, living expenses would be a bit cheaper, so.
Oh, a bit, yeah. Buy a fucking mansion for a down payment here.
Yeah. Yeah. So too late, though, is what you're saying, Doss.
Too late, yep.
Yeah, yeah. That is something that we think about, and eventually we want to rectify that problem. We'll get into it tonight, but that is completely fair. And you're not the first person who's said that. Pop, what about you, bud?
A lot of people have said it, but obviously more streams because when I'm at work, I don't even have to be watching it. I just kind of cut it on and put my headphones in and listen to it. Listen to Tanner, you fuck around with chat or whatever. That'd be cool. But
Okay.
one little thing is on the podcast app sometimes in the outro, if Tanner whispers it like he does, and I hate it, but when he whispers it like that, you'll laugh after and shit talk him, and then it'll kind of fade out after you say "stay humble." I really like that. It's a really small thing, but it was really cool.
Interesting. Yeah, every once in a great while, I will keep something in if it's exceptional after the stay humble. So maybe I'll think about doing that more. So, okay. And then, all right, guys, we're gonna end here. So one question for us, Crispy Boy.
Okay, so I've always wondered this. So most apps that you run podcasts on, when you skip forward, you skip 30 seconds, correct?
Yes.
Your jingle only lasts for 10 seconds, meaning that there's a 20-second window for someone to miss the entire jingle and not know where the announcements ended.
I've always thought that too. I don't know why he
Thanks for
does
bringing
it
that
that
to my
way.
attention, Tanner.
Well, I just figured you were smarter, but I thought you had some dumb reason to do it.
So
Nope,
I've always
absolutely
wondered
none.
either A, there's no point to the jingle, and B, 99.9% of people who watch this don't skip the announcements anyways. So it's just like having that separation is almost useless in my eyes. But why would you not make it longer if people are skipping 30 seconds to hear a jingle?
I never thought about that, and that's like super big brain, and I will change it because that is a great point, especially the podcast app, how it works. Yeah, that's like the skip button's 30 seconds.
Wait,
so
I thought Spotify was 15, or is it 30?
Oh, it's if you go back, it's 15. It's 30 if you go forward.
Oh, okay.
That's
Rewind
very
is
good
15.
intel, Crisp. So thank you. I will change that. I didn't think about it. I had no reason other than I don't know, but I'll do that. That's a good
Not that
idea.
I skip the announcements because I love it all.
That's the best part of the program,
Well,
actually.
yeah,
It is. It is.
It's going to be the only part of the program tonight. Yeah. Okay. For sure, Chris. Well, thank you. So, Doss, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, and it's kind of Warzone related. I don't know if you're gonna have time to really answer it, but
You're
now
good.
that you guys
Go ahead.
have played Warzone for a while, do you find yourself warming up more like in Modern Warfare, or do you still use Cold War? Because in my opinion, like Cold War weapons just don't have the same feel across titles. Granted,
Yeah.
the attachment is busted, but I'd like to know your opinion on it.
Tanner?
Well, we kind of make the mistake of never warming up ever. We usually just drop in somewhere and then regret it an hour later that we didn't warm up. We've talked about it a lot doing Rebirth as like just one round of Rebirth, a little warm up or something. But honestly, you're probably right. If somebody wants to play multiplayer to get ready for Verdansk, Modern Warfare's the better title to play for sure, just because the movement and everything. I mean, it's not just about the gunplay even. And you're right, it feels totally different from Cold War because the seamless transition was a disaster. And yeah,
seamless,
I mean,
yeah.
75 to 80% of the attachments don't work as intended in Warzone anyway. So
Yeah.
I think Rebirth, if you guys really want to warm up, drop into Rebirth or even Plunder.
Rebirth or Plunder would be ideal, I would say. Yeah. Probably Rebirth just because you can get it done quick. Like drop into Rebirth, that match is lasting fucking 15 minutes max. And you'll probably die on landing, so maybe you won't get that good of a warm up, but I think that would probably still be best. And I absolutely agree with you. If you want to warm up for Warzone, don't do it in Cold War. That would be a mistake for sure. I agree with that 1,000%. So yeah, agreed. Yeah. Pop, question.
Yeah, it's one short, simple question that I know you're gonna be thrilled to hear me ask.
I suspect I won't be, but go ahead.
Where the fuck is my hoodie?
Well, Papashitto, perhaps we'll get into that tonight.
Figured.
But I will. I've remembered the hoodie. I'll keep you in mind if and when that is coming. So, yeah. Cool. All right, boys. We really gotta go. So thank you all. Crisp, Doss, Papa. Thank you again. Thank you guys for being a part of the community. Crisp and Pop, you guys have been here forever, and I really appreciate it. And Doss, I hope you've enjoyed your stay thus far, and I hope to see all three of you this evening.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Cool. All right, boys.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're gonna skedaddle here. So thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Tanner. Closing thoughts.
Wombat. Thank you for the tier 1. Deacon with the gifty boy. I think that's where we're at. Cool. Thank you, boys. That was very fun. That lasted longer than we intended. But that was a good time. Sorry to anybody if we couldn't get to you or if you guys were in there and had to leave, but there were way more people than we thought it would be. So
yeah, we had no idea how many people were going to be there.
Kind of thought it was going to be one of those things where, yeah, like people just wouldn't show up like they said they would, but wouldn't. So
Tanner, consider looking for a community member to
Milk,
hit
thank you
with
for the
this fat fucking
511
raid,
bits. Yeah, okay.
by the way. So yeah, all right. So we're gonna in 1 hour and 42 minutes, we will be starting our extended pre-show of episode 101, 1 year anniversary. We hope you all enjoyed this portion of the day, but it's gonna get even fucking crazier tonight. Trust me. So as Tanner has said, keep that energy. Don't drink too many more shandies. Get a nice meal, maybe a nap, but set an alarm because you're going to want to be here. Shit is going to get absolutely bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
Bonkers. So thank you for all the fucking insane money. 254 subs, possibly a new record. We appreciate that. Tanner appreciates it very much.
Yes, that was absurd.
Absurd indeed. So, but Tanner has to get out of here. So unless he has anything else to say, we're going to raid someone, hopefully, and then we're going to see you guys 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time sharp at twitch.tv/Razinon.
Yes. Thank you, boys.